Steel 2 Morning Show.
What's going on, African-American black people? Welcome to the show. I don't say hi to white listeners. White listeners are colonizers. You're gay. But welcome to the program. What? Don't say anything nice about them.
You repeat yourself. You said African-American black people.
There's all kinds. There's African-American white people. I was being very specific to the black ones. I don't say hi to the apartheid-loving Elon Musks of the world. I only say hi to the African-American black trans people who are also native. African-American, Native American trans people.
I'm sure they're glad.
Oh, what happened to my alfalfa shit right here? I put on my hoodie after I did my hair, and now I...
You know what? Yeah. I feel you tonight. Your hair looks great.
I didn't get a haircut, though. People think I got a haircut.
Yeah, I don't know what you did to it, but it does
I've just
look
been
good.
stressing all day, so my hair fell out.
But only, like, at the ends?
I had a thing this morning before the show started where I literally was so stressed that I thought I could feel my hair falling out. Like, I had a moment where I'm like, I can feel, like, this part of my hair moving backwards. And then I had a weird thing in the chair at the hair place today where, you know, like, I had a stocking cap on.
Yes.
And I also had gel in my hair, so my hair was, like, really, like, bunched into spots. And so when she would spray it out and she would try to comb it, it would all, like, clump together. So it looked like this was way worse than it was, and it was tripping me out. And I got like, it was like looking into a mirror that ages you 15 years, and I didn't like what I saw. So run away if you want to. I get it. Because I looked at it and I went, ooh, that's going to need work.
Well, did she at least like wash it out before she cut it?
Nah. I go to Great Clips, homeboy. They get to business.
What if your hair's matted down with gel?
What if it's matted down with jizz? You know, a professional works through shit. A professional works through shit. Welcome to the show. I really thought this cough drop was going to be gone by the time you guys got here, so I really wanted to avoid doing this on the air, but there you go.
It's satisfying, isn't it?
It's a good crunch. It's a good crunch. Hey, you know, I haven't seen you in like 3 days, but I just want to let you know.
Yeah?
Oh, I know you.
I love that every fucking time.
What is that saying?
Ow, 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 ow. You didn't listen to today's show, did you?
I did.
Oh, I know you.
Is that what that says?
Yes, that's the line from Shutter Island.
You have to understand, so I half work, half listen.
Ted Levine has my favorite monologue in that movie. I love it so much. It's one of the greatest scenes of any movie. The movie itself is not that great, but it contains one of the greatest monologues ever, the violence monologue by Ted Levine. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, I know you.
Oh, yes, I do. I know you. I wanted I'm not complaining. Victor does such a great job.
You want the whole thing.
I want this whole thing. And if you saw this morning's show, or like even worse, if you just watched it like in the afternoon, and now you're because there's a lot of our listeners like to do this thing where they're like, I start the morning show here and it runs right into the evening show. So I'm really sorry if you just were listening to the morning show and you heard it, but this is what I wanted for a clip. Let me see if I can find.
God loves violence. I like that.
Here.
You don't know me. Oh, but I do. You don't I know you.
Oh, but I do. I know you. It's so
God, that's kind of haunting.
Oh, this whole monologue.
That sticks with you.
The whole monologue is fucking sick.
You don't know me. Oh, but I do. You don't I know you.
Like the monologue itself is very cryptic and haunting and aggressive and threatening, but just that line, especially like when he sounds like a Midwesterner, it's so funny if you just isolate that.
He kind of reminds me of the guy from Fargo about the lake in his driveway.
We played that right after, so you did miss that part of the show.
I must have.
Yeah.
Well, I was up. I had it on.
Oh, I know you. And Johnny and I don't know if people are familiar with Steel Toe yet, but the people who came from the radio can attest. Johnny and I beat that into the fucking ground.
See, I think I came into it at that part.
Oh, yeah?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I know you.
I haven't seen that whole movie yet. I think
if April ever dumps me, I'm using that as a pickup line. I'm going to go.
That would actually be kind of rich.
if I go up to a girl, see, April's already rooting to be gone, so I can do this.
No, I'm rooting for you.
Maybe April and I will have to do a role play where I hit on her and I go, I think I know you.
You've done that.
I know, but we wait for this scenario where I hit on her and I go, I think I know you. And you go, no, you don't know me. I go, oh, but I do. Oh, I know you. Tell me that wouldn't be.
You could have started our dating process that way because you're like, aren't you that girl? You could have just said, I know you.
Yeah, I could have been like, we've known each other for centuries. You're like, you don't know me. Oh, but I do. I know you.
Oh, I know you.
Oh, I know you.
I'll have to finish that movie.
I now want to go as Ted Levine for Halloween, for Christ's sake. At any rate, welcome to the show.
Oh, we're on time.
Look, yeah. Don't worry, we're on time. By the by, this is going to be weird for you guys. This is a first for about a week. It's been 1 week since we've had one of these. We have a goal tonight, and it's pretty much a full one. 245 is the number. Now, here's the deal. If we all band together and you guys give us irresponsible amounts of money or you become a VIP, we knock this thing out, we call it a night, we only have one left because Thursday's Rumble Link Thursday, and that just takes care of itself.
And Ethan Klein. Ralph.
I forgot about Ralph. Yeah.
Stop forgetting about Ralph.
We've got the Ralpha mail on Thursday. So what I'd like to do is knock this out tonight, hammer out tomorrow morning, and then be on our way to vacation with a clean conscience going, we caught everything up, and then Johnny can make a fuck ton of money on his Friday and Monday.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that. I hope that Chandler is ready for Johnny's challenge that he's going to issue.
Do you think we'll tune in at all?
No.
I don't know.
Like I said, and it's nothing against Johnny. I wouldn't expect, if he was somewhere, I wouldn't expect him to tune into the show. When like I said, when I take a break, I take a break.
I like to too. I think the only time we did it was on our first trip to Vegas. We checked in on Corey for a little bit just to make sure everything got
he was up.
off.
I'll probably do that. We get up really early when we're in Las Vegas.
So early.
Well, we're running on Central Time.
Yeah.
So we'll get up at 4 or 5 in the morning.
That's nice though, because nobody's up really.
Right, you can fuck around.
And find out.
Or fuck. And April likes that because
Oh, I know you.
So at any rate,
I'm gonna come to bed and say that.
Oh God, I just start coming. I just start shooting jizz all over the room. If April came up to me, whispered in, she was all naked, and she whispered in my ear, her tits brushing against my torso, and then she just leans into my ear and goes,
"Oh, I know you."
Jizz everywhere.
Can I at least mop it up and you can rally?
Mop and bucket, yeah.
Come back.
Can slide all over it, I suppose.
Got to be able to come and rebound.
What do you do with used jizz? I don't know.
No, I'm saying the thing's got to work after you.
Oh, we'll get the dick working again.
Okay.
Don't worry. When it shoots fast like that, I theorize that it just comes right back.
Shooting goo.
Shooting goo. Turtle, thanks for starting us off tonight, gifting a membership to Fanook Chinook. I love that name, and I'm glad he's got a membership.
Thank you.
Nana's Clam says, hey, Aaron, where can I get one of those nice fetching Steel Toe Morning Show hoodies? People can become VIPs, and we throw you a hoodie. We throw you the 3 T-shirts. We throw you the 2 stickers. You get 2 tickets to all our live events. You get entered in a free $100 drawing every month. It's great becoming a VIP. $250 in 1 week, and you're a VIP forever. All right, let's catch up with this chat, and then we get to watch houses explode. Limp Bizkit is going to tour with Corey Feldman, and there's a good chance I go see that.
Why?
I want to go watch Limp Bizkit and Corey
I know
Feldman.
you do. Do you have any friends that really like them?
Do you know? You know what? You know why you? I knew you weren't going to go. You know why?
Why?
Oh, I know you.
I can't go to that.
What? You know what?
No.
You're too young yet. You're still in your 20s and you think shit's cool. Like being cool is still
What?
important.
I'm wearing this for Christ's sake.
Let me tell you, you look like Jim Carrey in Dumb and Dumber.
Don't I?
Yeah.
Isn't this great? I
But
need the hat.
You should just yell, "We landed on the moon!"
We landed on the moon.
But you got to stop worrying. Sometimes being not cool is the coolest thing you can do. In fact, most of the time, the coolest thing to do is being not cool. I've made my life on it.
I'm literally so uncool.
You're pretty white and from a farm.
Pretty white and from a farm.
Yeah.
What did I do yesterday? Nobody does that. It's retarded. It's stupid, and I get it. I spent hours in trees. I'm still picking bark out of my ass cheeks.
Well, I mean, we don't. Oh, God, how can I say this without it just being overt? I was trying to be subtly racist, but there really was no way to.
Well, I think
I could have said like a monkey, but that's not racist.
No, that is kind of the motion.
Yeah. T. Jefferson says, isn't that Jonathan Demme? Oh, I'm glad you missed that part because my autism both succeeded and failed me.
The sound drop part?
Yeah, when I said, oh, yeah, Jonathan Demme's character. And then somebody in the chat went, no, that's Ted Levine. And I went, oh, yeah, Ted Levine was Buffalo Bill in Silence of the Lambs. Jonathan Demme was the director of Silence of the Lambs.
Okay.
So people in the chat were like, I was like, see, it failed. I failed finally. And they go, no, that's actually kind of worse because what you did was you remember the fucking director and the villain of the movie.
So I might have missed that one, but I heard all like 6 other names that you called out during the show. And then the funny one to me was when Johnny called somebody's name out during some like trailer you were watching. He's like, oh, that's so-and-so, the Grammy or Emmy winner with a B. There's a last
No,
name
I
starts
called
with a
out
B.
Barry Bostwick.
Nope, I thought he did.
No, I did. I
Oh,
said,
he
oh
did
my
it.
God, is that Barry Bostwick?
Fine, you did that one,
Yeah.
and then he did the next
Edge?
one, and you're like, oh my God, that is him.
Thomas Jane. No. Lou Diamond Phillips.
You were so excited.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, damn, nice pull, dude. And I'm like, of course that gets your dick hard.
I like it when people know shit about shit like that.
Shit about shit.
Shit about shit. I like that.
We should get you flashcards.
Fine. As long as they're on your tits. Get it? Flashcards.
Speaking of things to do on the show, I mailed out prizes and prize packs today. Our P.O. box had another package in it.
Where is it?
It's in my truck.
Go get it. I love opening presents on the air. No, you know what? We'll do it for overtime or we'll do it tomorrow
Okay,
morning.
yeah, I was going to say we could do it in the morning.
We'll see.
But it's another Streamlabs one. I don't get it.
Oh, it's more merch.
Yeah, but what could there be?
If it's a severed head, I'm going to be very upset.
Mm.
All right, boys and girls, 245 is our number tonight. That's right. We're back to goals again. Let's knock them out so I can go on vacation knowing that I didn't fail this week. That would be cool. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, those are the best. Super chats and memberships are the easiest. Rumble takes the smallest cut of the 2 streaming services. So take your pick, whichever works for you. Contribute to this lovely show. And let's make some money tonight so I don't have to be a cunt about it.
If we knock out this goal, I'll let Aaron pour queso all over my naked body, and he can mop it up with breadsticks.
Oh, for God's
And film it.
sake. We have no queso in the house. We're trying to empty the house as much as we can before
You're
we
running
leave.
an errand with me after the show, so we can get some.
I've got my, not Zevia, I've got my Celsius for tomorrow. I'm good to go.
But
My Lost Interest says, April, not a fan of Aaron's Limp Bizkit. I don't know what you're talking about, My Lost Interest, but it doesn't sound good.
aren't your biscuits something else?
That kind of reminds me of shit.
Ew.
Like my butt.
I
poop.
only think of that when somebody says nuggets.
Gum Fridays, an In Hot Water show clip, says, I take offense at the claim that Shutter Island isn't that great of a film. Okay, let me put it this way. The first time I watched it, I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And now I can't watch it anymore.
I watched the first half of it that time with you, I think.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Once you know how it ends.
I fell asleep.
Yeah. She really loved it. Once you
Sorry.
know how Shutter Island ends, you're kind of just like, I don't need to go through this again.
Do you want to spoil it for me? How does it end?
No, I don't want to spoil it.
Damn it.
It's too involved, actually. There's too many moving parts to it.
Is it good the first time, though? At least?
It's a good. You'll be glad you watched it.
Is
the
it
first time.
serviceable?
It's serviceable the first time.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. I say Gutierrez with $2 says, "Don't worry, Dobbs and the Vikings will fail." Aaron. Oh,
Wow.
Sorry, bud.
Wait, Dobbs
Thanks.
isn't playing, is he?
They're going to announce tomorrow who's going to be starting for the Vikings.
Are you terrified?
Yeah.
Me too.
Don't say my real name. This is Turtle. Let's go, Wales. I challenge us Spurgers to end the goal in or under 30 minutes. And
Ooh.
Turtle throws us $50 to start things
Damn.
out tonight. And he says the Whales
Thank you.
should knock everything out. Well, that's going to put us under 200 by the top of the hour, which is great. Hobo Chili with $4.99 says, what's with that jacket? It's a mixture between rhinestone cowboy and a child's leukemia quilt. Did I mention your hair looks like hammered shit?
No, but you know what? My night's not complete without it.
Mr. Nobody with $9.99 says, why all the clothes? Did you skip the heating bill for cash in Vegas? Or is there a key to the thermostat? I think we've probably got the house a little cool right now because it started getting colder, and I think we've kept the house at the same temperature.
It has, yeah. It's been the same for a long time.
So I think we're a little chillier.
You know what the bitch of it is? There's something that's really cold on the main floor, and then the basement and the upstairs are like comfortable.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Remind me before we leave, because then they'll get here by the time we're back. I have to order new
Door seals?
The door, not sea. I keep forgetting what they're called. The bottoms of the door.
Door sea lions.
Are sea lions, yes. That's my sea lion. They're worn. They're just old, and they need to be replaced, and I think that'll.
It's all them damn kids slamming the doors.
That too. That doesn't help.
I was kidding.
Hey, I'll tell you this. Thank you to Mr. Nobody and everyone else. 185 is
Thank
the
you.
number today. Oops, I just unpinned it. I'm sorry. There you go, guys. 185 is the number. We'll KO that, and then we'll knock out the morning, and then we'll just be knocking out everything. We'll knock out the next 14 days by the end of the day. MSO says, hey, April, Kumia is looking for a co-host. Well, I'm fucked.
Do you want to come with me? You always assume you're not invited to shit.
He doesn't want me.
How do you know?
Because he always responds to your DMs and not mine. Well, it's because you're a cute girl.
See, now I don't want it to be just because I'm just a cute girl, but I
What
know
do
you're
you
right.
want?
I
You
know
want it to
you're
be
right.
like-
I know you're right. But he's responded to you.
Cute girls, most of the reason they have the things they have is because they're cute girls.
Hey,
No offense.
I did a great job last night.
I'm
And I was not cute.
I'm not
last
saying
night.
you didn't. I'm
Not
saying
cute.
girls in general. You're taking a general statement. You're taking it personally. I'm saying in general, most attractive women have what they have because of some offshoot of being attractive.
Like your girlfriend.
Which one?
Yeah, right. Paige Sporanic.
Paige Sporanic. Yeah. If Paige Sporanic was a 4, nobody would give a fuck. She can't even make the PGA.
She can yell for.
She can yell for
Get
it.
it? She
That's about
golfs.
it.
But yeah, I don't think anyone's giving her shit because she's such a great golfer.
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody's like made her famous because they're like, oh boy, I really would like to figure out how I can chip better because of her.
Here, I'll prove that I was listening this morning. So did you apply to like be her strong man to like show her how to golf or whatever?
No, I did not. I did not apply because
I would have.
I don't think it would have worked out.
You could have been that strong burly man for her because
No,
you're such a great golfer.
She would be the alpha that would have to teach me how to golf. I fucking
Do you think she
stink.
could golf better than you?
Yeah, I had a run where I was breaking 100 on a consistent basis, and then towards the tail end of last year, I just was shitting the bed hard every
Ew.
time we went out there.
I'm going to start calling you Amber.
It's terrible. Yeah, I was hurting it out there on the golf course. 185 is the number tonight. We are all set. Did I clear that from Turtle? Okay, yes, I did. Perfect. All right. There we are.
Be cool if
And
that was
we're
just
good.
a second.
Yeah, that was just a second one.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this shit's easy.
I was like, oh, that was quick.
Trucker 18-wheeler with $2 over on Rumble. He has a clip from Johnny. Let's check this out. Rumble, wake up. We'll
It's like saying
hang out
I'm
with
an
you a little bit.
American and I embrace the Confederacy. Actually, fuck it. You know what? I made the wrong.
Wait, what?
It's like saying I'm an American and I embrace the Confederacy.
See,
Actually,
let me tell you something about clips. Here's the problem with clips. You have to cut out that first part.
Mm-hmm.
It can't start here.
it's like saying
Okay, it has to start right here.
I'm an American and I embrace the Confederacy. Actually,
There.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what you need to clip.
You're
is-
right.
I'm an American and I embrace the Confederacy. Actually,
Boom.
There's like 3 seconds of fat in that one.
Yeah, but you know what? I think YouTube clips have to be a minimum.
I think so too.
So.
So you have to like move the window to where you want it.
So I forgive you.
You know what? Johnny's home looks really serene. I'm kind of jealous.
Are you being serious or are you telling me?
I like watching you try to figure it
Oh,
out.
thank God.
That's almost insulting because you don't know.
Thank God. Well, no, that's a
I don't
compliment
know.
that you're good at it.
I've never been in his house. How do I know? Could be.
Nana's Clam says, to be honest, my super hot wife usually leads the way when we hit on other women. Her success rate is way better than mine. It does make a difference.
Women hitting on women first does work.
It always works because they're all whores. And also, men don't use their God-given awesome pickup line of,
Oh, I know you.
I want to see you try to use it. Just do it on a stranger in Vegas.
you
see
can
what
definitely
happens.
tell your wife doesn't love you anymore when they encourage you to hit on other people. That's like, I had a girlfriend. She ended up cheating on me back when I was like 21 or so. But then again, I cheated on my girlfriend at the time to be with her, so it's kind of justice. But she would always be like, I kind of got the vibe that it was over when she was like, oh, she's cute, you should hit on her or whatever. I'm like, oh, this chick doesn't like me anymore. And then like a week later, it was done. And I was like, okay, there you go. That's what it is. I'm just telling you from experience.
Fine.
From experience. That's I know from experience, dude. Crunchy Cynicism with $10 says heard, understood, and acknowledged. Thank you.
Thank
Crunchy
you.
Cynicism. 180 away from tonight. Thank you very, very much. Coltrane says, holy shit, Aaron's double chin is prominent today. I'm the lightest I've been in weeks. I've been on a water melt. I even went to Burger Time today and didn't gain a pound. I've been peeing so much.
What'd you get?
On Tuesday, they have a special. That's a mushroom Swiss burger with fries and a Coke for $7.99. Yes, please.
I never liked Burger Time. I miss Best Burger.
It's okay. The mushroom Swiss burger, nothing to write home about.
I've had it from Burger Time. It was not so good.
Nana's Clam says, LOL, we have been married for 12 years and happier than ever. I know. I just wanted to tell a personal story.
Yeah, I was going to say, just because that happened one time doesn't mean that your next woman can't be like, hey, this would be really funny if you go do that. Ha.
Well, in fairness, she didn't do it like funny haha.
I started the sentence with, it would be funny to watch you do that.
What I'm saying is she didn't do like funny haha. She was like, oh, yeah, you should. Yeah, she's nice. You would like her. It's
Maybe
like,
you would.
bitch. So you know what I did? I fucked her best friend.
You should.
Yeah. God, showed her. And then she ended up being an alcoholic. And that was dicey.
It really does seem like every woman who comes in contact with you falls down a fucking rabbit hole of
She was already
mental illness.
No, she was already broken. I pick broken ones.
Hello.
Well, no, well, you're a farm person.
I mean, I
It's
guess
different.
I could be.
You're a farm person.
You know what?
Totally different.
Give me a couple years and I will be.
And
then he'll trade me in.
I'm attracted to messes. That's what it is.
God, I'm so fucking thankful.
Annoyed Wawa supervisor says, Aaron, I don't think it's a fat thing. I think your chin is just generally unappealing to most people. Thank you, annoyed Wawa supervisor. You really have a way of making a girl feel pretty. I appreciate
maybe
that.
you know how most people lose weight from like their tits first and gain weight in their tits first? Maybe like you lose weight from your chin last.
Oh.
And gain it first.
It's the last one to go.
Yeah.
If you look at all the Imholt men, they all have the unfortunate under chin thing. It's just, I'd have to get one of those laser tuck things if I was going to get rid of this.
Yeah, but like I've seen thin people. It's like, it's not fat. It's extra skin. Some people just have it. I don't. I can't even grab it hardly. And like you just do. I don't know.
It's just the way she said it. She turned to me and she goes, it's like you do. Thank you. Crunchy Cynicism says, you're right, Aaron. Aaron is when my crippling alcoholism started when I turned 21. It's all his fault. Thank you. I've been trying to find that out forever. You've been a fan of this show for a long time, and we know things about you. I know why you're an alcoholic. Because you were with a stark raving psycho for a long time.
Jesus
I remember
Christ, shots fired.
I remember you two both being fans of this show at the same time, and you stuck around. I guess I got you in the breakup. But he went mental.
I think you still have him. It's just not in the way you want.
That's true.
He's
He
still
is a fucking lunatic. Am I on his truck?
definitely, yeah.
I'm on his truck.
Definitely still lurking. And he didn't go away.
He is a loony banana. That's for sure. I lost that guy. Then he-
Wow, what a terrible loss.
It's really too terrible. Hobo Chili, I always love Hobo Chili. He says, Aaron, I have never noticed this, but your head is the size of Jonathan Lipnicki and Sherry Maguire. It's huge. I've never noticed that. Thank you. Thank you. Nana's Clam says, but me and my wife swinging is a problem. Okay. The swinging thing is like, to me, that's a ticking time bomb.
Some people do it and it works really well for them.
But
like
it's gotta be something.
It's got to be agreed upon.
That they, but like agreed upon at the very beginning. Like you're dating someone.
I actually don't think anybody agrees on that at the beginning, from what I've heard.
Ooh, man.
I think that's something where you've been married for years and you kind of start dabbling in some shit because you hear some shit.
Yeah.
And it either works for some people or it doesn't.
To me, K. Fall in the Great says singing is gross. I think he meant swinging. Swinging is disgusting.
Singing is gross.
It's cheating. I mean, it is. I mean, you can call me like an old uptight Christian or whatever, but I mean, look, you look where the country is and you look at where my positions are, and I would definitely say I'm standing back from the hazard line. But it's cheating that people agree on. That's all. It's been ticking for over a decade, longer than both your marriages. Oh, shit. Well, I mean, good luck. I mean, if it works for some people, it's great, but it's kind of like saying, I can do like a hard drug in moderation. That's great. Most people can't. Like someone who was like, I can casually do meth.
No.
Awesome. That's great
No,
that you can casually do meth once in a while.
You cannot.
99% of other people can't. 383 Novocaine says swinging is fun, but it will always end badly. See, I don't even think it's fun because to me, like, it's just I'm a one-person person. I know that sounds rich coming from me, but I'm a one-person person. And if I wanted other people involved, I'd just fucking break up with the person and go fuck other people. Because then you don't have to have weirdness and all that. I don't know. If people in the chat are saying it's cheating 100% and everything else. I hope it works out for you. I hope it's great. Triple N says, I dabbled in Fent for 4 years.
Yeah, that's not when you should even start, I feel.
K-Fall in the Great with an interesting take. How do you know your kids are yours if you've been swinging for over a decade? Most people who I feel like most people who swing do it after their kids have left.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's something you start a marriage with. I feel like everything's been done at that point.
President Camacho says, saw a Reddit post about a guy who tried heroin and gave updates about it. See, that's kind of cool.
That's actually kind of funny.
That's
hey, guys,
cool.
I'm going to start doing heroin, and I'm going to document every second of it.
I would love to hear that guy's journey through heroin.
Yeah.
And just be like, yeah, today I did it. I don't see what the big fucking deal is. All these junkies are pussies. And then like 6 months later, he's like, I sucked a dick today.
How do you dabble in heroin or fentanyl or meth? I feel like there is no dabbling in those things.
How do you walk a tightrope between two skyscrapers? Practice, practice, practice.
I mean, I guess somebody's done it, right?
There are people out there right now that casually do heroin.
No.
Yes, there are.
Really?
There are absolutely
I feel like
people,
that's a risky one.
They casually do heroin, and that's like their thing.
Okay.
God bless them.
I don't believe you. Somehow.
Trucker 18-Wheeler and Nana's Clams are definitely having a philosophical conversation in the chat right now that I'm kind of keeping an eye on because it's interesting. Trucker 18-Wheeler saying it's 100% cheating. Nana's Clam saying it's not an open relationship. Trucker 18-Wheeler saying, how is it not an open relationship? Look, I think if you're going to do that shit, like the commitment means nothing. That's just my opinion. It means nothing. You might as well just break it off because now you're just friends with benefits at that point. That's all you are. Hulkamash Baby says, I went swinging with my wife. Unfortunately, I left a mark and they called the cops. Hey,
different kind of swinging.
See, I'm against that too. You shouldn't hit each other. Victor says the question you should ask is, would a society be okay if everyone did it? Like if everyone did mushrooms, would we get anything done? No, exactly. That's kind of my point.
Probably not.
We'd get nothing done and we'd all be retarded. We'd all be whacked out of our brains.
Mushrooms are hallucinogenic, right?
Very good.
Is that the one?
That's the one.
I've never done them.
That is the one. Oh, boy. Aristocrat King Yeti says the dark side of Aaron's head could have entire other family, and April would never even know. That's not very nice. Why would you say? That's one of the meanest physical evaluations anyone's ever given me on this show.
It was so specific.
And of course it comes from an aristocrat. And I'm going to touch my head the rest of the episode.
Wow, that was painful, huh?
Oh, Mick Marshall says hockey parents swing hard. Lots of weekends on the road in hotel. I bet you hockey parents are fucking degenerates. Really.
Yeah.
I bet
I'm
you they're
sure they
just
are.
pieces of shit. British Cigarette Hater says swinging is great, especially. If you guys want to read something remarkably funny and also incredibly offensive that I disavow, read British Cigarette Hater's comment that I'm not allowed to read legally.
I don't think we can say that here.
Johnny K says, dabbling in drugs is a matter of finding people who do it and doing it with them.
That's probably true. If you can keep yourself contained, like, hey, I'm only going to do this with you. And, like, let's say you don't see them every day. I guess. But that seems risky.
To me, keeping your shit together is such a rare trait these days. Like, just keeping your shit together. That if you're doing that, don't fuck around with drugs. Because drugs are the antithesis, a lot of times, to keeping your shit together. I know people who smoke weed think it helps them keep their shit together. And maybe sometimes in the case of anxiety, it does. But what it also does is makes you a little unmotivated, a little more lackadaisical. And that is not always conducive to keeping your shit together. I would say if you don't have your shit together, go ahead, do whatever you want.
Right.
It's not like you're wrecking anything.
I guess.
But if you've got your shit together, man, fucking ride that wave. Because that is, I think people who have their shit together sometimes get jealous of messes because they see them from the outside and they're like, that looks like fun. But that mess would probably look at the person with their shit together and go, dude, don't come over here. I'd kill to be able to do what you do. They're like, oh, man, I don't know. It's kind of boring. It's like, I would fucking love boring. Do you know the world of shit I am in from all this stuff?
Wow, that's an interesting thought.
Right? Oh, man. Nana's Clam says, because we fuck other people together, if either one of us were to play without the other, then yes, that would be cheating. Well, then just fucking...
But I see that side of it. Like, obviously, we don't do that. We're not into it. But I can understand. I don't not understand that take. If you're doing it with somebody and it is agreed upon that you only do that together, like it's an activity, and then you go back to your life and do your life together, that seems like that checks out.
I shouldn't say I hate to be Andrew Tate. I'm glad to be Andrew Tate here on this one. You don't let some other guy fuck your chick. You don't. There's just something... There's something carnal.
I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm saying I understand.
I'm just saying there's something carnal and basic that I feel like once we lose that, we lose a tendon that's keeping bone together in a weird way. But again, Nana's Clams, love you. If it works, it works. I'm just throwing out my 2 cents, as it were. I'm pretty sure making friends with drug addicts is like step 1 in the Get Addicted to Drugs handbook, says Nebo. See, that's what I was thinking. When Johnny said that, he's like, you find other people who do drugs and do it with them. I'm like, isn't that how crack houses form?
I can't say that I would ever hang out with somebody who straight up did crack, meth, or heroin ever. I would never hang out with those people.
Yeah, just the judgment, you know? Just the judgment they show is a little iffy. Balls and Wieners says, I dabble with single hockey moms, better than drugs, but more a worse and more expensive hangover. Oh, because they drink a shit ton? Or they have pussy disease?
Ew.
Do they got cunt
Maybe
rot?
they try to stick around.
Yeah, do they have cunt rot, those hockey moms? The world needs to know. Oh, God. Oh, Nana's Clam says, oh, come on, Aaron. Act like you've never wanted to see another guy cream pie your wife with you. No!
That's really graphic.
Like, to me, that's gross. That's fucking disgusting.
Oh.
No, I cream pie. I am the one who cream pies. It's my Walter White impression.
This is getting disgusting.
Yeah, thank you. She's over here now on this side. She's like,
I've
okay.
never been. I'm very much a fence walker on this topic,
like-
and I actually always have been. We've talked about this.
She's like, what?
Oh, yeah, you and I in that Becker parking lot that
You're
day.
a fence walker on this?
I said I can understand it.
Oh, okay.
But
I was like, oh, and I have to go find a new one. I'm a fence walker on this.
Being a fence walker means you can see both sides.
No, April.
Doesn't it?
Oh, no.
Oh, shit. Did
Oh,
I
no.
not use that
April,
term right?
no. A fence walker means
Oh.
you take both sides.
I didn't know that's
Like
what
a
that meant.
fence
I
walker-
thought it was an opinion thing. Like you're middle of the
Okay,
road. You're
no.
fence walking.
Being a fence walker means like you don't commit to either side. You're kind
That's
of
what
on.
I-
No, you're on both sides. Like if it's the Packers and the Vikings, you're rooting for both the Packers and the Vikings because you don't want to upset the other
I
one.
just gave myself a headache. I really thought that was like a, you know what I mean? That's an easy mistake.
No, we don't know what you mean. You have to restate it now for the record.
I said I can understand both opinions. That is all that meant.
Okay, see now that is
Wow.
different than fence walking.
But I wouldn't have known that until right now, and I'm real hot under this coat at the moment.
Oh, boy.
Jesus Christ.
You're hot under this. I thought I had to get rid of you. David Chandler says, this is not good. David Chandler's asking questions. Is April going to be on Rumble Thursday?
Yeah.
Okay,
right?
but every time he asks questions, I go, oh shit, what does that mean?
Well, that's not in a. He can't do anything with that one. Right?
David Chandler never asks questions without another
It's
question
not our
ready.
birthdays yet or anything, so it's not like
He's gathering intel, is what he's doing. Tin Man Taylor says something about another man's boneless children
Ew.
inside my wife gives me an itch only a shotgun can scratch. I'm on that guy's side.
Boneless children is an interesting way to put it.
I'm on that guy's side. Sid Saraf, I agree with him. Too much cream pie talk.
Yeah, I agree. That was kind of when I tapped out.
Oh, boy. Autisticock says, I'm offended by Aaron's cream pies. Yeah, I guess fence sitter.
I don't know how that doesn't check out with what
is
I just
middle
said.
of the road, but that's different than seeing both sides.
So what is there a term then for seeing both sides?
Yeah, it's seeing both sides.
I thought that was fence.
I can see both sides. Fence sitting and fence walking is being non-committal on where you stand on it. That's what fence walking and fence sitting means.
Wow.
You're thinking of a fence sitter, April, says Papa Dan. Bless you, sweet summer child.
I'm remarkably stupid, I guess.
Are you feeling a little warm?
A little bit.
Peter Sky Parker says this is empathy versus sympathy. Yes, that's a good way of putting it. Empathy versus sympathy as well. Annoyed Wawa. See, look, David Chandler has a fucking halo over his head with an emoji. He's up to something.
Stop making me feel like nervous about him.
He is absolutely up to
I don't
something.
want to feel nervous of David. He has only good intentions for this show.
By the way, do you guys like the Flat Tire Morning Show title that I gave today? That's just me reeling in more troll fish and just throwing them back out into the water. I like to, again.
I don't know how a flat tire can
like
bring trolls in.
I like it. Matt Fields with $4.99 says, so there's a fence walker's chance of that DP. I'm making my O face right now. See
I've made it very clear I'm not a DP guy. No.
You're not a DP guy, huh?
No. That sounds painful.
Oh, boy. Thank you, Matt Fields. April, you gave us all a very good... you gave me a scare, but you gave all of us a good laugh.
Oh, yeah, that was a scare. That was an innocent comment. You sit and scream on air about shit. That's scary.
No, I'm saying you gave me a scare, not knowing what that was, but you gave all of us a good laugh on that one. Thank you very much. That was much appreciated. Sid with $30. Thank you very much, Sid.
Thank you.
Very nice of you. That's going to put us at 145 for today. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate it. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chat, etc. Thank you guys. All right, let's, what about DVP? I don't even know what that one means.
What is a DVP? What is that? I'm going to go ahead and say no.
Oh, I know you.
We're going to say no.
No?
How does that sound? I don't know.
What if it's like $1 million?
If a DVP means it's $1 million, then I'm in.
Oh, man. Just making sure. April loves swinging with other men. Who's next? Says Red Fox Man. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I didn't say that.
I did not start this.
You did.
I did not.
Who said this shit first? Who brought this up? I didn't. I would never do that.
Nana's Clams did.
Nana's Clams.
It was Nana's Clams' fault. What have I taught you about this show? Always find a common enemy and take them down together. Find a scapegoat
I have
and beat
said
them.
nothing.
Matt Van Meter gifting 20 memberships. Has he gotten in touch with you about sending him a VIP package
I
yet?
don't think so.
Matt Van Meter, we want to give you a shitload of free stuff. Please respond. 20 gifted memberships from Matt Van Meter, and we're one hundo away from knocking out today's goal. No, we are 90. No, that would be, I fucked that up. That's 50, so that would be 95. Mr. Nobody with $4.99 says fence walking means you could slip off and land on a dick. 90 away.
I quit.
90
I
away
quit.
from tonight.
I'm going to go work in the fields somewhere.
Oh, lordy. Matt Van Meter got memberships for Aaron's African Lugnut Key, President Camacho, Malevolent Bystander, My Lost Interest, Hinkle Von Winkle. Gino Bisconti got a membership. Buddy
that's
the
cool.
Wonder Dog, Abe Anderson, Melissa Lee, Matt Monty, Brianna McKendrick, Mike McFadden. Oh, where's the rest of them? EDub 45, Halo, Slammin',
coming.
Jay Hasty, My Monk, OK Jerky, Mr. Green, Rocky Paboa, and that is all of them.
Wow. Thank you.
Let's
God
make
damn you people.
what?
All of you.
What are they saying?
Whatever you say about me, you're right, and I don't care. I'm out of here. I already got my coat on.
April knows what happens out in the fields, says Autistic Hawk. Aaron, have you never watched a woman eat box in front of you? Let me think.
You know, I feel like that would be hot, right?
Let me think about that for a minute.
What?
I don't think I have.
Damn, that's interesting to me that you'd have to think about that.
I'm just thinking about college. I know I was there. There were lesbianic things going on, but I don't know if there was box eating.
Wouldn't you remember that moment?
Not the way we were back in the day.
And
back
you
in
yell at
89
other degenerates.
Back in 89, we had a box licking on the closet, pussies on the floor,
Pussies on the floor.
left over from the night before.
They just fall off.
Their pussies fell off because they were just getting fucked so much. That's what happened. Fucked all those girls got fucked so much their pussies just fell right to the ground. Matt Fields with $5 says, other men? No. I need to feel Aaron's mushroom tip through them walls. High fives and eye contact abound.
Okay, I will say this. That's one side. Like I said, so apparently not fence walking, right? But the seeing it from both sides argument, which I do. That's one thing that I would have to put in the no thank you column or side. Is the whole DP thing seems not only painful, but kind of ugh. Like, it just kind of strikes me as ugh. Could you stop doing that? You're going to tear something.
So you don't see the DP thing. You can understand other people's perspectives on everything but the DP thing.
Yes.
Okay.
And I do mean that.
You're saying the people who take it in the pussy and the ass at the same time, you find them to be degenerates and you don't get it. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, good. At least
Pick
I'm not.
a hole!
At least I'm not sitting here with the fucking town pump. That's nice.
Did you assume that I had been DP'd?
No, but we'd never really heard your position on the matter. So
typically in front of both of them.
We were just waiting. Oh, that would technically be the position. I mean, no,
You could take. You could take it on your back or on all fours. I guess.
Skills
God.
Carmite says, "Can you please change topics? What do you think of Taylor Swift? We are kind of getting stuck in a loop, a balloon loop. Balloon not, but you get the idea. All right, boys and girls.
A lot of wreckage back there.
Oh man, thank you, Matt Fields, for the $2. He says, "Oh, come on, get out of there. I am joking. Good God."
Well, thank Christ for that.
Nana's Clam says, how dare you kink shame others? And P.S. April, it's okay if you don't want a dick in your ass. I don't either.
Well, yeah, that's kind of where I would draw a certain line. I feel like those days are behind me, right?
Lovely.
Are those days behind you?
Is that what this meant? You were like, oh, no more dicks in my butthole. That's nice. I've reached the end of the game.
I beat that boss.
You know, when we get divorced in the next 2 years or whatever it is,
okay.
You got to remember before you take that ring off, you're like, oh, I'm going
back.
See?
No. That's a no. No, that's not a stipulation. If we ever get divorced for any unforeseen case, that's not.
You're going to have to go back to giving up the butthole.
No, we're not.
You're going to be past 30. It's not like your resale. You got more miles on you. It's not like you're going to be having the resale value that you did in your 20s. You're probably going to have to give up your
I feel like
you're going to have to give up your shit cutter.
No, we're not.
Probably.
Maybe you will. I'm lashing out.
You're what lashing out?
I'm lashing
You're
out.
now lashing out?
I said now I'm just lashing out. You fucking butt guy.
Aaron's African lug nut key. Can we stop this needy cuckold in the chat dictate the direction of the show? You're just giving him what he wants. That's a great
You
point.
guys do misuse that word a lot. That's not what that means.
When you let other men fuck your wife.
And
yes,
you sit in the corner and watch.
No. That's a porn thing. The literal dictionary definition of cuckold is a man whose wife.
I thought you had to be watching.
No, a man whose wife has sex with other men.
Well,
no, it can be women. Like
what do you call
cheated
the
on,
other
too.
man then? Like if you're swinging, let's say all four of you are in a room and like you're fucking her, she's fucking him, whatever. What's the other
You're
person
all
called?
cuckolds.
Oh.
Yeah. Like basically a woman is one, a man is one. Like basically if you have someone else fuck your partner, even if it's not your choice, like if you get cheated on, same thing. It's just the way it is. Gurmy says Arya Stark sold cuckolds in the wet market in Lease. No, those were cockles, not cuckolds.
I always think that, though.
I know. That would be weird if she was just selling cucks.
I always hated how she said the word because it doesn't sound right.
Just selling Hassan Pikers all over the place.
Oh, Piker.
All right, guys. We got to talk about something very important. We got to get this out of the way.
No anal ever.
The tire issue. Because people do want to get off this topic. I understand it's disgusting. It's gross. We had fun, whatever. But the tire issue. We gotta wrap this up, put a nice pretty bow on it. The tire issue goes like this. I was very upset yesterday. I know I held it together well, but I was very upset. In fact, can we show how well I held it together? In Hot Water Show, who I am so honored that he has also started clipping Steel Toe. He clips In Hot Water with Gino, and he clips Steel Toe now too. He clipped one of he put together my rants about the tire yesterday and put them and mashed them all together.
Okay.
So we could just, because sometimes you feel like you sound a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get to watch it back and see how it really was. And you get to watch it with a fresh set of eyes. And I have to say, I've watched this 3 or 4 times. And what I took away from it was, I'm really funny. Even when I'm mad, I'm fucking hilarious. I laugh at my shit. It's remarkable. I
know you do.
I watch it and I go, that guy is fucking talented. That's why I come off as arrogant sometimes. But it's not an arrogant belief that I'm really funny. I watch my shit and I prove it to myself.
Okay, but I don't think, the word arrogant would be accurate for how much you like yourself, right?
As I've said this to other people in the past, I am far more humble than I should be. And I am not nearly as arrogant as I should be. I mean, yes, the radio thing definitely humbled me a bit, but you have to be. You can't be fucking delusional. Let's go ahead and watch this. This is from yesterday. This is where I was at over the tire issue. If you didn't know, I was driving down Highway 10, and my tire went. It just popped. Brand new. I mean, probably a couple thousand miles on these tires and just gone.
Yeah, we just got those.
Just got them. And I was very upset because I'm like, that's fucking expensive-ass tire, like $400 a tire. Like, this is going to be a pain in my fucking ass. I hate this shit. Blah, 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 blah. Well, then I get on the show an hour late, which drove me insane. And this is part of the rant you got, and then I'll give you the update on the vehicle. Fucking cunt. Ass, cock, shit, piss, fuck. Cock-sucking, cunt, bullshit. Fuck. Fucking cock-sucking, cunt, fuck, tire.
Oh, no.
God, am I pissed. And you know what? This isn't even the funniest part yet.
No, this is tame.
This is great. If you find this frightening or scary or anything else and not entertaining, you have brain damage. Let's continue on.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah. Fucking faggot retards. I know how to change a fucking tire, you cunt. I can change a tire. I can change a fucking tire, retard. And then I beat your mother to death with the tire iron every time I'm done. And then I fuck her with it. I sodomize your mother with a fucking tire iron.
Faggot retards.
It's just one of those days. There you go. Thank you, In Hot Water Show. We appreciate that. And
God.
That should put to bed, by the way, any rumors that that's Gino running that account. Gino can't do that editing-wise. But
I can confirm that's not Gino.
That was wildly entertaining. I mean, I feel bad that I didn't get to be an audience member of that show.
Sure. Or sitting right here listening to you scream and spit.
It was fucking great.
Now, do you believe that you handled it well? Upon second observation.
I did not handle it well. I did not handle it poorly. I handled it in the manner that the universe dictated I needed to handle it at the time. That's what I believe. Now, but then again, I walk a high plane of what do you call it? Philosophy. That's what it is. So what happened with the tire was this. I bring it into the garage because I just look at the driveway and there's ice and snow and it's on a slope and not an Asian person. Stop it. Another T says, wow, throwing the R word like a boomerang. Right, because it always comes back. Retard. Retard. There you go.
I think people need to stop pretending that the words retard or the gay F word or the N word even like have anything to do with those actual definition things. It's like it's just an insult, right? Isn't it more fun to just say it as either a funny thing, like, oh, it's fun?
If anyone said
or an
retard
insult?
to a retarded person, I'd kick the shit out of them.
Right, but we don't do that.
Right. If someone went to do you know how horrified everyone this goes back to something Gino says, how like none of us are racist, none of us are homophobic. If someone went to a gay person, like if I'm at a bar, a gay bar, if I'm at a bar and some guy goes up to a gay person and goes, what are you doing here, faggot? And they said that, I'd be like, whoa, dude, what the fuck is your problem?
I think I would too. I'd be like, hey, that's out of line, isn't it?
Even if there's like some shit going on where they're both at fault, it's like you're still just making everybody uncomfortable being a dick.
But now,
and we're here to have a good time.
But now if I sit here and be like, "Faggot" to you, it's because I love you and it's cute and
right,
funny.
Exactly. And I'm gay. Another T
T
says, LOL, relax. Another T, if you're new here, I do have to explain something to you. We're definitely not yelling at you.
Oh yeah, no.
I get worked up and it helps the spirit, as it were. I love it when someone tries to start end towers in the chat and the audience just cock blocks it. All right. Anyway, Hobo Chili starting a retard tower. All right. But if anyone actually called a mentally retarded person retarded, I'd kick the shit out of them.
Yeah, that's not nice. Or like
For sure.
a black person, the N-word, that's not nice. You know? I think that's really mean.
Right. That would
Wouldn't
be bad.
you agree?
I would intervene in that for sure.
I'm glad that you would.
I would intervene. I'd go, hey, you don't say that in front of him. We say it over here at this table. Come on over. Let's hang out and we'll talk about it.
Come over to our table where we say it with some spice and fun.
Yeah, we give it some kick. But yes, that word, whatever. The tire. Back to business. I'm overwhelmed here. I'm getting overstimulated.
The goal's getting knocked out, though. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, we're 90 away. Thank you guys very, very much. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo. The tire thing. So I backed the vehicle into the garage, and I get you know what I hate about like modern vehicles?
No.
There's no more just going in, undoing, don't giggle, undoing a nut and then just taking the tire off, you know? Now I've got to open this compartment and get my key in there and take out a key thing and then put the jacks in there and then unscrew that and then the tire comes down. Then I turn a thing and pull it through and it's dumb. I don't know.
I've done it on that before. It is annoying.
It's really stupid. But then I put the jack on. So I jacked on.
Okay.
And then I removed the tire. I do the whole thing. And I put it to the right of the proper spot. Like I put it in the right place because there's a perfect spot that's just designed for your jack. After I jacked on, and I didn't get it flush. And so as I got the tire up and I'm taking the lug nuts off and I go to pull the tire off, I realize that I've moved the jack and the jack is standing like crooked because I put it on the wrong spot. I didn't get it flush with the spot.
Man.
So I'm like, oh, fuck. I got to bring this jack down before I take this tire off because I got to re-put that thing up there. So
I have to re-put.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to reach under as far in as it is and get my head in there and knock the jack away. So I get a baseball bat and I just give it a couple of taps and then boom, everything pops down. Rejack the thing up, take the tire off, put the new one on, take it down to the place, and then they tell me not only can we fix it, or no, not fix it, I'm sorry. Not only are we going to replace your tire for you, but since you just got them and the coverage we have here at Discount Tire, we're doing it all for $50.
And you see, Aaron was freaking out so hard yesterday, I didn't get around to telling him I knew that.
You don't listen when you're upset.
I did tell you it'd be all right.
Yes, absolutely. And Hobo Chili Recipe putting a cunny juice tower in. I have to get away from the chat. It's too funny right now. So we go. Now, the bad news is they didn't have my exact tire in right now, so they put a different brand, but
Similar.
the same kind of tire on there.
Still a good brand.
Until we get back, so it will be fine. We'll be okay. Although, there was kind of a weird moment where I said, hey, we're going out of town until the 11th.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes, "You're not driving, are you?" And I'm like, "What does that mean?"
Did you ask him what that means?
I did. I'm like, "Well, what do you mean? We hope you're not driving?" He's like, "Oh, I just figured because we have the tire coming in and blah blah blah." He said it's fine. He goes, "That sounded bad. That's not how I meant it."
Well, that does sound bad.
Yeah. So it's apparently
we definitely do have some driving to do, seeing as you booked our parking in that.
Yes, we do have to drive to the airport. Which, by the way,
Watch us not even make it.
this may be a controversial take. I prefer just paying the $70 or whatever for a few days to. Oh, did you not know it was $70 to park at the airport?
It's $70 goddamn dollars to park a vehicle.
Yeah, at the airport. So I would much rather pay the $70 than like organize rides with people to the airport and back.
Okay.
I don't know, because A, I feel like I'm inconveniencing people. And B, like you're already on vacation, so you've saved up for this and you have your vacation money. And it's like, what's $70 when you saved up
That's
vacation
fine.
money?
It's not about not having the money to pay for it. That's fine. It's just the principle of you're charging me to let my vehicle sit on a slab of cement for
I
a
get
couple
that.
days. I don't like that.
Triple
I'm already
N-
paying you for the airlines.
Triple N says you can Uber. Airport's about an hour and a half away from our house.
I don't want to sit with an Uber that long.
Yeah.
No thanks.
No,
Now,
thank you.
I would have parked our vehicle at our friend's house and had her take us to the airport. I would have done that.
I thought about that one. That wouldn't have been a bad idea. Because he was coming the next day, and I think he's coming back the same day we do. So, shit. Well, it's not good for a show. I can tell you that. Skills Carmine says, do you need us to donate another $70 now for your parking? No, for the last time, Skills Carmine, there is a business account. That's where the show money goes to. We get paid like a normal job to our personal. But you know that already. Wait, Skills Carmine, you know that already. You were just trying to get me to do that, weren't you?
This is not.
You know what? Touche.
Oh, I know you.
Not a business expense.
No.
Let's book a
guys,
business trip to Vegas.
No, guys, our vacation is not coming off of your fucking contributions
It'd be
to
very
our
funny.
business fund.
We could book like a show out there for a weekend.
No, I'm not taking their money to Las Vegas. I will take the salary I collect out of from what they give us, and I will use my own money.
I think the trade-off would have to be if they like paid for a trip, let's say like a business trip to Vegas, is they would have to be like in on what we're doing at all times.
We'd have to bring some.
We'd
of
have
them.
to be like live streaming, and we'd have to bring like a couple probably.
No, I don't. I never
It'd be
like
different.
that. I don't like it when people say things like, "Oh yeah, I'm going on this fun trip. It's a business expense." I'm like, that's kind of gross and icky. No.
Or if there's enough money for it and it is kosher, how fucking cool. And not for us. That doesn't work for us.
Right,
But for somebody else, it does.
Union Jack says it right. He goes, you keep the show money separate from your money like the IRS. Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't want the IRS up your asshole. So the best way to do that is to keep them separate and do paychecks and payroll tax and all the right stuff before, you do that. Here's what happens. People do it the other way where they just kind of take money, like, I'll just take the money. And they do that for 3-4 years thinking it's fine. And then on year 4, the IRS sends them a letter going, hey, we want to look into your shit. So if you could give us the last 4 years of records, that would be great. And then look out.
You definitely don't want the IRS DPing you.
Look out. K. Fallon says, you have Chrissy my present, right? I think he says gave Chrissy my present. Yeah, I jacked off on her leg. So
It somehow wasn't enough for me. It needed to be higher.
April didn't come. Again?
No,
Again?
I just made the sound. I haven't made that in so long.
I can't find that anymore.
Oh,
Johnny's right. I'm gonna
come on.
have to get folders and just organize them by folders.
I haven't made that sound in so long.
Oh, that's more of a taking a shit sound than a coming sound.
No. Oh well, yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah,
I can't say that out loud. Somebody will clip it.
that's not an orgasm sound,
No.
as it were.
I would like it if you'd make that sound.
I think partying with David Chandler in Vegas would be badass. I think that would be awesome.
I think so too.
I would be honored. Aristocrat King Yeti, April didn't come. Story of her life.
I never said that.
What are you talking about?
I am what you say I am.
Oh, I know you.
Shameless.
All right, let's get into some things, shall we? Turtle's right. $90 away from tonight, but I don't even think we haven't even finished the first hour yet. So you guys have got it. Although, douchey Nazi says, come on, evening people. Show the morning people how generous you are. LOL. Yeah, there's the challenge. Let those morning people feel it. See, I can then take the evening show people's side against the morning show people, but then also it's kind of manipulative because I'm the one who reaps the benefits of the fight. Technically, I'm like the United States foreign policy. I just arm both sides against each other.
I did hear you doing that this morning, and I'm like, I see what you're doing there.
Yeah, what a douchey piece of e-begging shit.
What
huh?
a tool.
What a tool.
There's something about saying the word tool that feels good.
Speaking of tools, let's check in with public school teachers that have TikTok accounts and opinions.
No.
Oh, aren't they the best? You don't like them?
I don't usually like them.
You don't like the young 20-something-year-old blonde girls who went to a liberal arts college for 4 years, got a teaching degree, and think they know everything and are now teaching impressionable young children and have a TikTok account where they share shit they've learned from their school?
Look, that's a very niche-specific desire. And now if you had just cut out cute blonde chick, that could have been fine with me.
Yeah, she's kind of a piggy blonde chick. But anyway.
I digress.
You're right. I didn't pick a cute one. Well, this lily white blonde girl. Now, April, that's not natural, is it?
Most blondes aren't. No.
See, that's those roots.
Yeah.
Look at her goddamn boots. For Christ's sake, they're starting to grow roots.
Mine's natural.
So at any rate,
In any way.
in any way,
In any hole.
in any butt.
Orifice.
This woman is talking about this lily white blonde-haired woman is going to shit on the fact that one of these school textbooks has a white nuclear family on it.
No.
That's going to trigger her. Can I tell you at the risk of sounding like a proud boy, one of the downfalls of Western civilization is this white guilt that you're not supposed to be proud of yourself for doing things right. Or you're not supposed to be proud of yourself for being a good example because you're white and that carries with it some kind of implicit guilt. The only way we're going to get back to any kind of like doing well again is if people of all races, when people say anything that's like, oh, if you're this, you should feel bad for it, is those people stand up and go, how about go fuck yourself and get away from me and don't talk to me ever again if you're going to pull that shit.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, like somehow white people have to put their foot down and just go, no, if I'm not hurting you and I'm not doing anything bad, you're not going to shame me and I'm not going to take it and I'm not going to apologize for having a wife and kids and shit like that.
I don't want to be known as inherently bad because I'm white.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Black people should stand up against that shit. Asians do.
I don't have a problem with black people.
Asians,
or Mexicans. Any of them.
Asians do this when people do that. They go, get the fuck out of here. You're inferior to me. But like,
it's a skill.
Let's watch what this woman does here. And it's just, I watch it and I want to make fun of her, but also I just shake my head at her and I'm like, oh, you poor girl. You're sitting there eliminating yourself and you have no idea you're even doing it because your college professors convinced you that you're bad just for your skin color, which when I was growing up was considered racist. If you were bad because of your skin color.
Right.
It just goes to show you that when a minority becomes the majority in any culture, they will oppress other people. It just naturally happens. When you're the majority, you're going to vote in your best interest. And sometimes culturally, your best interests aren't in the best interests of people who aren't in the majority. Mm-hmm. And they're going to even accidentally get kind of passed over or thwarted. But a lot of groups will do it intentionally as like payback. If you think white people becoming the minority is just going to lead to this kumbaya, amazing world, it won't. It will be just like when white people were in charge, just with different colored people in charge. Because it's not the skin color that makes people do the things they do. It's the power that makes people do the things they do. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. And whether you're white, black, or Latino, nobody can resist having power and being in control. They're going to do fucked up shit because they're going to do what's best for them. Fuck everybody else.
I feel like I'm at like a TED Talk right now.
Thank you. They're not even angry. They're not even doing it to be mean or terrible. They're just not thinking about other people who aren't them when they're doing it. That's all. Anyway, let's watch this chick because she's already making me mad and you guys haven't seen her speak a word.
Happy Friday, but can I ask you a serious question?
How do I get rid of crabs?
Ew.
How is it 2023?
We'll see 365 days in a year, and what's happened is we've gone day by day, and then we're 365 days ago, it was 2022. And then we move forward to December 31st. And then at midnight of 2022, it turned over to January 1st, which thus started a new year. And then it became 2023. Oh, I'm sorry. She's not done with the sentence, is she?
No.
Oh,
You interrupted her.
I just hear dopey progressive blonde bitches go, it's current year, and I just zone out.
She sounded so whiny, too. She's like, how is it 2023?
You got 50 more seconds.
2023.
Hear that?
And this, I'll show you in a minute, is what we are saying the majority of families look like.
Ew.
Wow, isn't that terrible? How is it 2023? You know what that looks like?
A nice family.
A lovely family. What would you rather have? The dad sitting in a one-bedroom apartment counting down the days until Saturday when he gets his kid for 6 hours while the mom sits there and collects a welfare and child support check, and they live in the old house that the guy built and paid for and everything else, and the kid has black hair and a septum piercing and is fucking up all over the place. Would you rather have that family?
You paint a dire image.
I'm sorry, but this looks fantastic.
Except for his hairline.
Well, look,
Is that you?
those in
The comb over?
those in glass houses. Those in log cabins shouldn't start fires indoors.
You're right.
But this looks fine. And you know what? This looks wonderful if it's brown or if it's black or if it's white. This looks great.
And it's a multiplication and division book, and you're analyzing the illustrations of it.
If we divide mom and dad, what's mom divided from dad equals fucked up kid. There you go. Like in our case, we have pictures upstairs of our family. It looks lovely. It's fantastic. I don't want this woman looking at our family pictures and going, oh, isn't this fucking gross? Look at that, a mom and a dad and the kids and all that shit. Oh, that's fucking disgusting. What a piece of shit.
Well, yeah.
Pull this
There's
shit
nothing
with
good about this.
Yeah, pull that shit with a black family, please.
No, then she'd be racist. Because then everyone would just say, oh, you're only saying that because they're black.
People this obsessed with skin color that they pick out one skin color and go, oh, that doing that thing is way worse than this one doing that thing. It's like, no, it's the person doing the thing. It's you're picking out a pigmentation is all you're doing because, again, your college educators, your professors conditioned you to think that way.
Yeah.
You pig.
This is the majority families.
No, unfortunately, because of social decay and breakdown, that's not the normal family anymore. Now we have a shitload of single moms who are fucking children up for generations, and it's really leading to great things. Like, I don't know, kids cutting off their genitals because mommy says it's a good idea. Because mommy wants attention from her social group, and a trans kid is now a chihuahua in a pink purse.
Pink chihuahua in a purse.
Why can't the purse be pink, too? Why
It's
can't
too much pink for me.
All right, fine. It can be a beige purse. I apologize.
Are you okay?
No, I fucked up, and now I've hurt America.
Don't get me wrong. There are families like that.
What?
And those
Well, we need to go get them.
Whoa.
Easy there, Himmler.
Wow, what a fucking hot take from this bitch.
Take it easy there, Mengele. I mean, yeah, there.
Look, but don't get her wrong. There are families like that.
Wow, I'm so glad she's educating young people. She's really got her shit together. Yeah, don't worry. We'll go find those families, and we'll make sure that they're out of the picture.
Those families have plenty of things dedicated to them.
I don't know, like the advancement of Western civilization, like multi-generational wealth, like, I don't know, productive upward mobility. Yeah, you're right. They do have a lot of things dedicated to them.
Does check out.
Yes, thank you. April's my fact checker tonight as I go on my TED Talk.
Movies and books and holidays and all the things. Why, like, if we're really getting serious about...
Nobody's asking you to get serious about this. Go collect the finger paintings and grade them, you dummy. Nobody's asking you to be a sociologist.
And what I said is it's a math book. You weren't even supposed to see the pictures. It's math.
Right, but again, it's a great point. She's been conditioned to notice the skin color before she even notices what the book is about that she's supposed to be teaching the kids. How are you supposed to think that this person is a sane, rational individual when they can't even pay attention to what the thing they're supposed to be teaching is about because they're too obsessed with skin color.
No, I think then this teacher needs to go.
The bad news is, and I agree with you, but they've cranked them out like factories out of these universities. They're just going to have another one coming right up behind her.
Lucky them.
Lucky them. From Nana's Clams.
About what people think teachers are doing in the classroom. Why is that on a book? Why?
Because it's about multiplication and division, and the people who made it don't give a shit because they didn't figure someone would be this stupid and waste their time with it.
Is that a picture representing families? I'm just asking on this Friday.
Stop acting so coy.
I hate the I'm just asking. No, fucking say something. Don't just ask. That's retarded. That's a giant waste of time. That's like when women make big speeches and then go, just saying. It's like, oh, thank you for ending it with that. So I know not to listen to anything you said before that because it was all just diarrhea of the mouth drivel. Just saying. Just asking. That's that passive-aggressive woman shit where they say shit without saying it. Mm-hmm. And then, so nobody will
But
challenge.
they tell you that they're saying it.
Right. Nobody will challenge them back. Guys, it's a way to avoid argument with smarter men. Specifically, is going, I'm just saying, or I'm just asking. No, you're saying something. You're making a point, and I will rebut your point. But then I rebut your point, and you go, what? I was just asking a question. It's a passive fucking tactic. And the worst part is they know what they're doing.
I don't know sometimes. I think they're just that mental.
She does. The people who do that, they know what they're doing.
All right.
This bitch wants her feelings to be facts, says Turtle. Okay, honey, that's not how it works. Who are you, Ben Shapiro? All right, this bitch. That would be funny if Ben Shapiro spoke like that. Like, I would like Ben better if he spoke like a dick.
Said this bitch.
All right, look. This hoe wants her feelings to be fact. Okay, honey, that's not how it works, you stupid bitch. Like that I would enjoy. Where was it? Triple N says it's almost Talmudic in nature. Well, look, I'm glad you said it.
Well, I think they do need their feelings to be facts because it'll help them feel warmer, alone.
It makes them feel important. I mean, why can't you just be happy? Like there's an insecurity in her just being a teacher. She feel like she has to be more.
But then go be something else.
Right.
I don't know what you're looking for, but you're not going to find it here.
Nana's Clam says, you forgot to say, okay, gang. That's true. Okay, gang's another one that women like to use. Or are you saying Ben Shapiro uses it? Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference. I don't know sometimes whether it's... That's another game we play on this program is, who said this? Some dopey white bitch or Ben Shapiro?
Ben Shapiro. I would like it if it was in Ben Shapiro voice.
Who has bigger balls, Candace Owens or Ben Shapiro?
Candace.
I agree. I think Candace Owens has way bigger balls.
It was a knee-jerk reaction.
Candace has bigger balls than Ben Shapiro. Write it down. All right, guys. We are, what are we? $90 away from clobbering tonight's goal. And as CM Punk says, it's clobbering time. It's fun. That's what he does in his intro. He takes a knee.
No.
And he draws a little circle on the ground with his hand. And then he checks his watch. And then he yells, it's clobbering time.
But no, isn't that somebody else's line?
What?
The clobbering time thing? Isn't that from something else? I swear it is.
I thought that was CM Punk. Hold on. It's clobbering time.
I knew it. It's the thing. It's from the Fantastic Four.
Is that an homage that CM Punk's doing then?
It has to be because I know that that's where that's from.
Clobbering time.
Oh, okay.
It's clobbering time.
Okay.
Well, I like how you looked at me like I was insane.
CM Punk clobbering time. Let's take a look. Here we go. Oh, there we go. So maybe he's just it would make sense if he's a big comic book nerd.
But you pick the thing out of everything?
Maybe that was his favorite.
Kind of gay, bro.
McMarshall, it's the thing, you fuck.
Well,
another
I
T
need-
says Aaron Faps over Candace. Not my type.
I don't
Don't
know if
make
I
me
find her attractive.
Don't make me say more than that. I don't think. No, she's very good looking. Oh, Candace Owens?
Yes, of course. I just don't know that she's my type either, and it's not even
Why?
the black thing.
Are you saying that's what it is with me?
No, I just know that you're assuming that I wouldn't like her because she's black, but on the contrary, She's very pretty.
On the contrary.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then I guess.
Oh, I know you.
Victor, by the way, said he has that full clip for us. So
Okay.
let's go ahead and grab that like it's a big, fat, juicy ass right in front of us. Let's take a look-see. Updated Shutter Island drop. God bless.
America.
No, Victor. God bless.
Victor's probably more fun than America right now.
America, not as fun as it used to be. Here we go. I know you. And boop. Oh, I know you. And we'll pot that baby up all the way. And guess what, boys and girls? We have our brand new flashy drop.
Oh, but I do. Oh, I know you.
Ah, that is perfect.
Is that heartwarming?
That's the
Heartwarming?
best one. Yeah.
Oh, but I do. Oh, I know you.
It's so good. $90 away from hammering out tonight's goal and doing 30 minutes of overtime.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Chip in. All the links are in the chat. Thank you very much. Let's get that bitch off the screen. Guys, this is awesome news. This warms my heart. This is so good.
Oh.
I could watch like 6 songs of this show and really be happy about it.
Just 6?
Well, let's see. We'll go through Corey Feldman and Limp Bizkit's songs in a little bit, and
Yeah.
I'll tell you which ones I would enjoy hearing in concert.
I feel like you'd have to. I'm trying to think of like YouTube-friendly terms of what you'd have to do to yourself if you went to a Corey Feldman concert.
Well, here's the thing about Limp Bizkit, and we learned this in the car the other day, is that I haven't listened to them since I was like in middle school or high school,
And you shouldn't.
and it hits different now. Like, what was it, Nookie we had on in your truck one day? And I'm
Not
like,
by my choosing.
and I said, let me listen to this. I haven't heard this song in a long time. And as soon as it started, I was like, oh, God, this song's fucking terrible.
Yeah, but then there was one that you really liked.
Rollin' Urban Assault Vehicle remix.
I hate that song. I hate it.
With DMX and
Hate it.
Redman and
Yeah.
Method
No,
Man.
I
and-
still hate it.
It's like masking a shitty meat with a lot of flavors and spices. Like, yeah, it's Fred Durst, but we throw Method Man and Redman and DMX and all these guys in there, and it spices up the dish, and it's pretty serviceable.
I didn't think so.
All right. Well,
Well,
anyway,
it wasn't my thing.
Limp Bizkit just announced a huge North American tour with support from, amongst others, Corey Feldman. Dude, Limp Bizkit's going on tour with the Feld Dog.
I think you better go.
I think I didn't even need permission. I'm so excited.
You don't need my permission for anything. Just do.
Do you like the first sentence of this article? New metal titans. You don't think that they're titans?
No.
New metal?
No.
New metal. I didn't know they called it new metal. When I was a kid, I always thought they called it rock rap. That era, like Kid
I've
Rock.
actually never heard either of those terms.
Kid Rock, Limp Bizkit, and I think Korn they threw in there too. Was rock rap. Oh, and
Korn's going to be in with, what'd you say, Kid Rock?
Kid Rock and Limp Bizkit. Yeah, they throw Korn in there with those
Korn's
two.
not even in the same realm as those things.
And they fell off quicker, I think, than the other two.
But what I'm saying, it's not even the same type of music.
And Linkin Park, they kind of put in the rock rap thing because they had that Mike Shinoda,
Oh.
and he was
guess.
kind of a part of that.
Yeah.
New Metal Titans Limp Bizkit looks set for a busy 2024, having now announced a 24-date North American tour for summer next year. The announcement follows hot on the heels of their official confirmation for the UK's Download Festival in June, as well as a special stop-off in Margaret's Dreamland the same weekend. I don't know what that is. Bizkit's 2024 plans include appearances at U.S. mega festivals Welcome to Rockville and Sonic Temple Festival in May. If they still had Halfway Jam, that Limp Bizkit would have been there.
Maybe you should open it up for a weekend.
Oh, if I had the money, I would buy it, and I would reopen it, and I would book
What?
Limp Bizkit.
Stop.
I would.
What if Limp Bizkit comes to the Ledge?
Fuck yes. 10
You're
minutes from my house?
Look.
Oh, my God.
I don't know if I can handle this.
It's a dream come true. Limp,
Oh, no.
but it's like
The
Limp.
only thing that could make it worse is if it was like Matchbox 20 and Corey Feldman.
Okay, Matchbox 20 I would go to understand because I actually enjoy a lot of their music. Limp Bizkit I would go to because it's like ironic. There's an irony to
I thought
watching
you-
Limp Bizkit. They've become
No.
so douchey that they're lovable.
But I thought you liked some of their music, so how is that ironic?
No, I was definitely a Kid Rock guy. I have a cousin who's
too.
I have a cousin who's my age who was a Limp Bizkit guy, and I was a Kid Rock guy. And we would have that argument from time to time. It never got heated, but he was a Limp Bizkit guy. I was. I think he even had the backwards Yankees hat.
I feel like there's a lot of poppers at Limp Bizkit concert.
Oh, because there's gay sex. He actually named his dog Bizkit, Bizkit.
Who is this?
It's the one who's my age. I don't want to say his name on the show.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Joining Bizkit for the North American tour will be Bones, Nate No Face, Riff Raff.
Riff Raff? Stop this. Have you ever heard anything?
I've never heard any Riff Raff.
All you need to know about that person, let's say, somebody do this on Rumble Thursday, is tiptoeing in my Jordans.
Oh, I know that one. That's Riff Raff?
Not okay. No,
All
I'm
right.
not okay that exists somewhere.
Bones, Nate No Face, Riff Raff, and Corey Feldman will be on the tour with him. The tour kicks off on July 15th in Somerset, Wisconsin. That's Rockfest or Rock USA or whichever one that is.
That's Rockfest, where I always want to see Rob
Usually
Zombie.
Rob Zombie's there. Okay, if Rob Zombie and Limp Bizkit are
Jesus.
there, can we go? Rob Zombie and Limp Bizkit. It's awesome for me because I get to see both and I want to, but you have to take one to get the other. Oh, that is fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Going to Rockfest. Yeah. The universe is going to explode. Yeah. Limp Bizkit. Yeah. And a little bit of Rob Zombie. Yeah. Dragula Nookie. Uh-huh.
My biscuit just went limp.
Oh, that's too bad. I love your cock. Before taking in the likes of Toronto, Charlotte, Tampa, Dallas, Phoenix, Salt Lake City, and Ridgefield, before wrapping up in San Bernardino on August 24th. Limp Bizkit's most recent album, Still Sucks. See, they've kind of embraced their gimmick. Was released in 2021 following a 10-year wait for new material after 2011's fifth studio-length Gold Cobra. Okay. Stephen Hill wrote in a review, if you've been staring at your calendar and refreshing the Limp Bizkit website for a decade in anticipation for Stampede of the Disco Elephants, then
that just sounds gay.
Then 32 minutes of often silly, often misguided, but often very catchy rap rock might not be enough to satisfy you. If you're just happy to have a few more Limp Bizkit songs to jump up and down the next time their party rolls into town, then you've got your wish. Well, there you go. No Minnesota dates, though. Somerset Amphitheater in Somerset. I don't think that's Rockfest.
I don't think so.
Uh-oh.
Maybe. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
The timing's right, July 16th.
I think that is right.
If you were traveling to any of those other states, you could try to plan around it.
Rockfest 2024.
Oh, it's right before.
July 18th to July 20th.
Because they do it July 16th.
And it's at the Chippewa Valley Festival Grounds.
Not the same.
Shit. Oh, well.
Shit. Well, then I don't have to go.
Oh, shit.
You'll have to pick one of your bestest friends that like, what is it again? Limp Bizkit and the Feld Dog.
And the Feld Dog. Dude, to watch Take a Stand live?
Come on.
Hell yeah.
I can't think of almost anything worse.
Staring out the window, looking at a dream. Ignorance is blissful. How's he feeling? He's feeling quite...
Serene?
No.
I don't know.
Serene. Because he chooses to ignore the suffering abroad. It doesn't mean it's not happening. It just means he turned it off. If I could stop all the pain. Sorry. Nick, I'm sorry. I really am sorry. I apologize.
I don't think you are.
I really want
You're causing pain to millions.
Nicholas, I wish. Nicholas, my golfing buddy, with $5 over on PayPal. Thank you very much, Nicholas. Boys and girls, we are $85 away and 30 minutes away from having to bring out this stupid contraption, which we haven't brought out in weeks. So let's knock out that 85 in the next half hour. Streamlabs, PayPal, etc., etc. Uh-oh, my lost interest says, I clipped Aaron fangirling to Limp Bizkit, but decided too douchey to post. Do you know how fucking douchey something has to be for my boy, my lost interest, to not post it?
pretty douchey.
He will post.
He knows it'll cause pain.
He'll like post clips of Melton not being able to wipe his ass because he's too obese, and he doesn't find that too disgusting. But me talking about Limp Bizkit made him too uncomfortable to post something.
Or singing Feld Dog.
That too.
It's disgusting.
Well, maybe that helped him feel quite serene.
I mean, it's making me feel unsteady. And
I wish that was
afraid.
I wish that was a Limp Bizkit song. Limp Bizkit songs. Which ones? So we were gonna see which ones I would listen to at a concert.
Mm-hmm.
Behind Blue Eyes, no. Rollin', yes. Break Stuff, yes. Nookie, no. My Way, probably. Take a Look Around, no. My Generation, no. Rearranged, I would listen to. Again, these are songs I haven't heard in probably like 20 years. So I don't know if they would still be good.
Do you know how I feel about you going to this concert?
How?
I feel like you should go for it.
Baby, let's go for it. Let's go for it. All right, Dad Vibes, no idea. Eat You Alive, no idea. Just Like This, no idea. Hot Dog, no. Faith, no, I never liked their cover of Faith. In Together Now, I would definitely listen to. I can't find it.
I don't know one
April,
song.
I've got like 5 or 6 songs that I would listen to.
But I don't. I don't know one song that I would travel for. Not one.
Nobody Like You, I can't remember that.
You know what,
one.
Aaron? I wouldn't go with you
Yeah.
or without you.
Thank you very much. For
You
that.
are free to go to this concert alone.
Are these Feldman songs?
Yeah.
Or can you get Abstention Millennia in there somehow?
No. It's going to be a millennia since you'll see me again. I don't know.
Mr. Nobody with $4.99 says, put this on yo, you fence swingers. Oh, fence swinger, see? 85 away from tonight. If you want to contribute, there's all the links, PayPal, Streamlabs, Venmo, etc. Yes?
I'm going to take a stand and not go.
Okay.
It looks like my love left.
Crack Addict is their WrestleMania 19 song? Okay, I don't know that. Nookie, I didn't like. I wouldn't stay for Nookie. That sounds...
I just hate the name. Like, I don't want to listen to a song called Nookie. Are you kidding me?
Look, back in the late 90s, we did want to listen to a song called Nookie.
You're all bad people.
Are you reading off Jake Hudson songs now? You're bad people. Hello? Can I say something?
This topic has me feeling funky.
Oh, and what about the Comeback King? Do you remember that one?
I do, and I don't want to hear it again.
Are you sure?
Aaron, if you care about this coupling here at all.
What? Are you really going to play that card? When all people want to do is hear Feld Dog sing Comeback King?
Duh.
Oh, I see.
Comeback King. You know what I mean. When I'm gone, it's end of scene. Like a blank screen, you can never count me out.
Wait, don't you only count out blank screens?
No,
like,
because Aaron, it's like a canvas. You never know what's going to be on
There's
it.
nothing on that screen. I'm counting it out. That's fucking stupid.
I'm disgusted. I'm trying to imagine a world where this doesn't exist.
This guy made a video. Imagine being this big of a loser. This guy made a video. So what? It's got like 400,000 views. What a fucking asshole to make a video on YouTube. This is why the commentary community is so fucking gay. Cory Feldman is a fraud. That's a video. Oh, wow, look out for this guy. He's got hot commentary takes like Cory Feldman is a fraud.
I mean, he sure seems like one compared to the working class hero. I don't know.
All right, that's it. You know what you're getting?
No.
You did this to yourself.
AIDS?
Yeah, technically. You are, I'm sorry, but you did this to yourself.
No.
I'm sorry. this is something that has to be done.
You've crossed the line.
Take a stand.
Take a stand.
You went high pitch.
And take a stand.
This is why I don't like it when people say that Michael Jackson butt fucking kids didn't have any victims. Like, and we're watching evidence that it indeed did.
Did he butt fuck Corey Feldman?
Probably. Cory Feldman says no. but I don't believe him.
If you were going to be butt touched by somebody, though, you want it to be Michael, right? At least he's
And by the way, if you want the best Corey Feldman breakdown of all time, there's a clip from The Bonfire with Jay Okerson and Dan Soder where they go over one of his Today Show appearances. It's better than anything we've done on Corey Feldman. It's the absolute Cadillac of Corey Feldman breakdowns, if you will.
Maybe the person who touched his booty was Deceptive Deborah.
You know what? You're right. I'm done.
Thank you.
You're right.
That's
It's
all
over.
I needed.
That was the end.
I needed this to go away.
That was the end. All right, 85 away. Let's hammer it out about a half hour before we have to bring up that goddamned plate, and I don't want to bring out the plate tonight. So throw us a couple of bucks and let's finish this thing. Did you guys see what happened in Arlington, Virginia? Was it today or last night? This was last night. Police were executing a search warrant on someone who was firing a flare gun out of their home. So the police get called to this house, and a situation breaks out, obviously, because there's a crazy person
Obviously.
in this house.
Okay.
Let's just say it got out of hand. Things got away from whoever was occupying the house, and I highly doubt that a flare gun could pull this off unless there was like a gas leak somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But here was the scene in a quiet little Arlington, Virginia neighborhood last night.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you didn't see that coming?
Not that fast.
You see the SWAT dozer thing that was going to punch a hole in the house?
Yeah.
Was coming up,
I was watching the truck.
and then boom.
Oh, my God. That's terrific.
Oh, by the way,
Like in a bad way.
latest update on the guy who was in the house.
Torched.
They're presuming him dead.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're not finding him.
Right, which means that there's a piece over here, a piece over there, a piece.
They're all charred.
Yeah, you're going to have a hard time finding that guy. So they're just going to go, you know what? We're going to go out on a limb here and say that he's no longer with us.
God, why? Why are we exploding houses?
Because this is what happens when you don't take your meds.
But what did he do it with?
A flare. I mean,
A flare gun?
All they said he had, all they knew that he had was a flare gun.
That's kind of terrifying to think about.
Let me think about it. If you have a gas leak or something, or if he purposely disconnected his gas and kept it running and then fired the flare gun in the house, I mean, that would do it.
I guess. What a way to go, though.
That is a glory. That's a
Did
hell.
you just say that?
Gory, what a hell of a way to die.
I gotta go.
Oh, what an asshole. He set off somebody's car alarm.
At least the smoke detector isn't chirping.
Well, we don't know if he was somebody who would have a chirping smoke
Yeah, he might
detector.
have been white. You're right.
He definitely looks like one now. Would that be funny? He's a white guy, but as soon as he's charred, the only thing you hear in the rubble is a smoke detector chirping. You're like, oh my God, the whole house exploded. There's his charred, blackened remains, and you hear beep.
You know it worked, right?
You're like, son of a bitch.
Those things last through anything. Beep.
The neighbors, get the fuck out of here. Well, he did. He got the fuck out of
He's
there.
actually in your front yard.
Yeah. Oh, peace be with him. Peace be over here. Peace be over there. One more time. Oh, we're going to... I don't think we're going to be... Well, at least that vehicle... Okay, now look, I'm not a fire marshal. I don't know if you guys know that or not.
The hell you say?
But I'm going with gas leak and the flare gun because watch... There's like a central flame up point that's still burning for a second after the explosion.
I'll watch.
Watch for the fountain of fire. Here, look. Right there. Oh no, yeah. Am I crazy, or was that just an explosion, or was that like a burning?
Do one of those have to be like wrong, or can I just agree to both?
Both is fine.
Okay.
I'm going to actually tap out on any of my diagnoses because I realize I've really hit the ceiling of what my limited knowledge of fire is.
Wait.
Limited fire.
You're limited.
Limited. Yeah, I agree with PA Cheddar. Good way to go out quick.
Yeah, but boy, getting to that point, like if you know your house is gonna blow like that, that's gonna be kind of scary, right?
That man did not feel a thing.
I mean,
no pain.
No time to regret it, I guess.
P.A. Cheddar says, definitely natural gas. Okay, see, that makes me feel like I gave up on myself too quick. Triple N says, watch the interview with the neighbor. And then he says, cop. All right, where can I get a good... Do you have a link?
We're faking neighbors now.
Let's see, WTOP. Should I go with that? I'm just going to try links here until I find a good one. NBC4 Washington. Maybe we can check that. Oh, no, there's no witnesses on this one. This is just the video. We can go to Twitter and we'll just go Arlington explosion neighbor. Might be able to find something. They've identified the remains of a man they're calling James Yu as the suspect in last night's house explosion in Arlington, Virginia. An autopsy to confirm his identity is pending. The neighbor who took the video said he covered his windows with aluminum foil.
What?
Anyone have a hard time believing this?
What?
Oh, the witness sounds like a Fed. Oh, this is the witness?
And then
Hold on.
He's got the
ended
haircut.
up driving the SWAT truck through the front door with like a pile driving arm, and at that point he started firing a weapon back. I mean, I believe it was like an AR. It was a high caliber weapon. It's not a flare. They shot flares at the beginning. He was not shooting flares near the end. They started returning fire with non-lethal weapon, with a non-lethal. They kept saying non.
That sounds like a cop. This guy's talking like a cop.
He's using all the copy words, right? Copy words.
That isn't how your neighbor talks.
Copy's a new descriptive word.
Non-lethal force, this guy.
It was a high caliber weapon. Sorry.
Triple N's right. This is so a cop. But why? This is what I don't get. Like, I am so amenable to conspiracies now because so many of them being just not conspiracies, but just accurate what happened. So I'm willing to believe, and especially this witness is so a cop. So I won't say a Fed, I don't know, but like so a cop.
A plan.
So, but what's the point of something like this? Is it to like terrorize and demoralize the population?
See, that's what I can't even buy that one. That seems...
Why do you need to pick a house in Virginia and blow it up? Is it like to let suburban America know that, hey, nobody's safe? You gotta...
It's a random-ass thing, though. Like, you're right, I don't understand. Like, what was your end game?
Well, the chat will tell us after we watch this guy. But yeah, let's continue with this dude. He definitely... Triple N's right. This guy totally sounds like a cop.
A weapon back. I mean, I believe it was like an AR. It was a high caliber weapon. It's not a flare. They shot flares at the beginning. He was not shooting flares near the end. They started returning fire with non-lethal weapon, with a non-lethal. They kept saying non-lethal. They're shooting a shotgun.
Sounds like a press conference.
Back into the windows, blasting out the windows a little bit, and then at that point they reversed the truck back. They kept trying to yell to him. He sounded like he was trying to say something back, but they were like, "Look, we can't hear you. Please come out. Please come out. We won't get hurt." And at that point, they reversed back and they changed the angle of the truck, and they were going to try to take out the window, the front window there, tell them to back up from the window. And at that point, they were driving forward to the window, and that's when the whole place went up.
That sounds like a press conference.
The whole thing was press conference. The whole thing. They actually just photoshopped that for their press conference and put him in like a uniform.
Yeah, he's like, oh, and they returned fire and then they had non-lethal force.
It was very step by step and very professional.
James says
nice.
It's a slow deterioration of the Second Amendment. Oh, they'll say he had an AR-15,
right.
And then
they're trying to throw the guns in there instead of the flare gun.
I mean, how many times are you going to try the AR-15 thing? All that happens afterwards is you guys start talking about it and everyone goes out and buys one.
Yeah, and isn't it true that like most of those things aren't even caused by AR-15s?
No, it's vast majority of gun murders in this country, almost all of them are handguns.
Handguns.
So, yeah, it's fucking stupid. Hobo Chili says he also said goal-oriented action. That's something military would say. Yeah, Aristocock says he glows like a neon sign in the desert. Absolutely.
I looked at his teeth and I thought that. I'm like, look at this man. He's been planted.
Shining. Sorry. Kids watch Moana sometimes.
Did you just pull a Moana line?
I did.
I have concerns.
I did. Nana's Clam says that's what's his face from January 6th. Yeah, right?
Ray Epps.
Hobo Chili says that's misdirection, saying he's saying AR and high caliber weapon. It's a misdirection for what a novice would hear. Okay. Dr. Climate Abortion says the guy who blew up had posted several letters between him and the FBI from 2 to 3 years ago and claimed he was being hunted and harassed, etc.
Turns out that might be true.
That might be the case because, boy, did they show up quick.
And boy, that house sure blew up, and we don't usually see houses blow up, do we?
You know how many times I've seen that?
Never.
Never.
Yeah.
I've never seen that happen in
Isn't
that
it make
scenario.
you feel kind of sus now that the house just conveniently blew up?
Yeah, but then you can just call it crazy and then wash your hands of it. He's just nuts. And one day we'll all be crazy. And our house will blow up. And it won't matter because we were insane.
Can you stop saying that?
Sorry. We're all going to be fine.
Saying it out loud feels like it's...
Guys, we're all going to be fine.
I'm afraid.
Everyone just take it easy. Everything's coming up roses. You understand me?
I mean, think about it. You should be able to shoot a flare gun from your window without your house exploding.
Easy. Oh, without your house exploding. I thought you meant like legally.
No, I'm saying in theory, you should be able to shoot a flare gun from your window without your house exploding.
Yes. April definitely was going for fucking base there for a second. You should be able to fire a fucking flare gun out your window for cock's sake.
Okay, it's actually just a flare gun. So what's the big deal?
Yeah, what if there's a car accident outside your house? That would be important.
You make me sound crazy, but you should be allowed to shoot a flare gun out your window. I didn't say it a person.
No.
You should be able to shoot it out your window.
I mean, in fairness, I don't think you're crazy.
Does that mean I'm based?
This house hasn't blown up
It's
yet.
a flare gun.
I mean, you're not going to hurt anybody more than likely.
Christ. I mean, your house might blow up.
If you can hurt someone with a flare gun, you got some talent.
I named my flare gun Rick.
Balls and Wieners says he never shot a flare gun. Nothing's.
I didn't see any flares.
What's real? What's not? Nana's Clam says, you said gun, you're fucked. My Lost Interest says, next time Aaron has explosive diarrhea, turn on the vent first. It's great advice. Thank you. Is he trying to tell us it's time to move on?
It felt that way.
Is that a subtle message that it's time to move on from this particular topic?
Definitely an e-break moment.
All right, boys and girls, 15 minutes until we have to... I've got this offering plate covered in so much shit because we haven't used it in forever. I'd probably have to blow the dust off it. We're $80 away from tonight's goal. It's our second to the last goal of the week. We got tonight and tomorrow morning, and then we're Dunsky. And then Thursday, we've got Rumble Friday, Thursday. So... if you want to chip in, everybody throw in a little bit to one of those links or super chats or gifted memberships or becoming a member, whatever. And then we don't have to pull this stupid thing out in about 15 minutes. So thank you guys very much in advance. There's all the links in the chat. Actually, when the guy said, get away from my house, you don't know what I'm doing, the FBI said,
Oh, but I do. Oh, I know you.
They always know these people, and then when like a school shooter shows up, they're like, "Oh, we didn't know." You do know. They're on a list.
That's always the FBI's take. Like when one of those things happens, we always go to them like, "You guys knew about this fucking guy," and they go, "Aw, nerds."
Nerds. I haven't heard that for a while.
Aw, shucks, we missed it again.
But they do, and they always like to pretend, "Oh, I had no idea." But well, yes, you did.
Who gets to fuck up their job that much and cost that many lives and still have it? Like
presidents.
Fair. How does the FBI get to still exist after all of their failures and innocent people they've failed and innocent people that they've just straight up legit killed? Like, I don't know how the ATF, the FBI, and the CIA are still in business except for the fact that they run the country and will kill anybody who tells them that they're not in charge anymore.
The World Health Organization.
Oh, God bless. God bless.
They
should definitely still be able to make calls about shit because, I mean, at least they lied to us on purpose, though, to push an agenda. At least it wasn't they're retarded and fucked up. At least they purposely fucked us all over because they're super villains, you know? There's part of me that appreciates that more. At least
I've never sided with you on that.
Because at least you're a super villain who's going to be a piece of shit, so I can put you in that category. If you're just incompetent, I have to yell at you, but you're a dipshit, so you're not going to get it and change because you're too stupid.
I've always felt rebellious against your line of thinking that you must give so much respect to people who are just evil because at least they were like doing something with it.
It's easy.
I'm not like that.
It's easier to confront.
I'm not.
Confronting ineptitude is difficult because the person, by definition, doesn't know that they're a fuck-up.
They're stupid.
They're just too stupid to confront. But an evil person you can confront, and they'll go, yes, this is my goal. I'm evil, and I'm going to do this. And you're like, good, I can mount a defense against you. Versus the dipshit who's just inept. You're like, we have to get you away from all this because you're like a grenade waiting to go off, and you don't even know you're about to.
And that house is going to explode.
And that fucking house is going to explode when I turn on my stove.
Helgi had a good answer for you, actually. Weathermen. Weathermen get to screw up their job a lot and keep it.
Yeah, but when it comes to the big ones, don't they usually err on the side of caution and get people out of there? And
you have to. There's like a margin of error for being a weatherman.
Right.
Like always, I guess.
You know what the first big...
I saw a really hot one on WCCO today.
God bless. You know what the first crazy thing that happened that I thought, hey, I feel like the government's kind of involved in this somehow? Hurricane Katrina. Because I was like, you know in advance, like, how long a hurricane's coming.
Yeah, I mean, it is out there.
You can get people out of there. Like, you can evacuate that area. There's a city like New Orleans that's below sea level. They've got, as Bruce Willis said, you got to have a backup plan. I mean, you got a plan, and then a bunch of guys backing them up. Like, so they had plans to get out of there. The government had to step in and force those people to stay to do a little population control in the ghetto.
Okay, because my question for you was going to be, what was their end game?
Wiping out some folks in the ghetto.
If it's population control,
I think Hurricane Katrina was population control in the ghetto.
I think there's a whole mess of things out there that are for pop control now.
Zen Rhino says, heck of a job, Brownie. Here's the thing about that. Michael Brown actually did do a good job. They found out later Michael Brown was the scapegoat. He was actually asking for school buses and metro buses and stuff to get people out of the city. Mm-hmm. And it was the local government that interfered. So like Michael Brown, George Bush got a bunch of shit for saying, doing a heck of a job, Brownie. He was, though. He just got hamstrung by the local dipshits. Well, Ambivalent Bastard says, I don't remember Bruce Willis saying, you got to have a backup plan. And then you got to... No, I know that wasn't the exact line. Jeez, I'm sorry, Ambivalent Bastard.
Ambivalent.
Ambivalent. Did I say ambivalent?
Yeah.
Give me $80 and I promise I won't fuck up again. Was it 85 or 80? It's 80. It says 85 up there. I'm sorry, guys. There you go. $80 away from tonight, or we're done in minutes. Otherwise, 30 minutes of overtime. Let's do this thing. We got down to like $80
quickly
in like 45 minutes. So let's finish that bad boy off. Also, Canada hates Christmas and Easter. They think Christmas and Easter are racist.
Why does everything have to be racist?
No, they think it's for whites, Christmas and Easter. You know, Christians, only white people are Christians.
Have you been to the South? Canada?
No,
Go to Alabama to a Baptist church and tell me that only white people are fucking Christians.
So you don't think there's a lot of Latino Christians either? They're all Latinos are pretty much Catholic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is that? They wear the Virgin Mary around them all the time.
Which tells you right now that we're like 20 years away from a big like Central American pedo scandal because they always take longer to come out. You know that there's going to be a lot of butt-fucked Latino kids.
You're not going to be on that list, are you?
I'm not Latino. I'm free.
Oh, you're not
one.
Latino. That's true.
Yeah. My white butthole is unperforated.
Do you think it's white?
Well, you're right. The actual butthole itself.
It's jarring.
Malevolent Bystander says, I don't give internet people money. Sorry. I respect that. I mean, it would put me completely out of business if I couldn't beg you for money and you acquiesced and gave it to me.
Yeah.
But I do respect the stand you're taking. Corey Feldman would appreciate that you just take a stand, which is nice. Discrimination against religious minorities in Canada is grounded in Canada's history of colonialism. This history manifests itself in present-day systemic religious discrimination. An obvious example is statutory holidays in Canada. Statutory holidays related to Christianity, including Christmas and Easter, are the only Canadian statutory holidays linked to religious holy days. Well, let me tell you why. Ramadan doesn't have a cool fat guy in a suit that gives everybody presents. Ramadan is not a marketable holiday. You all just sit there and starve yourselves and get crabby and shitty during the day.
I feel like you have to eat noodles during Ramadan.
No. Oh, Ramadan. See, Ramadan.
See, you liked it.
Ramadan.
Pretend you didn't.
Ramadan. And then, like, what other holidays do they have? Like Passover and shit.
They have Boxing Day.
Yeah, no offense. Like none of you, like you other religious people, you didn't get marketable holidays like Christianity did. Christmas, dude, Easter, a fucking bunny comes and gives you sweets.
And poops out eggs in your yard.
Shits out eggs in your yard with money and candy in it.
What a great holiday.
That rules. Your guys' religions and your holidays are all depressing and gay. No offense.
Yeah, don't they have something that's actually depressing? I thought they did, like a bad one.
If you're going to be a religion, you have to do what Christianity did and just steal all the cool holidays from the pagans. That's what they did.
Like Halloween.
Halloween, Christmas is based in a Celtic tradition.
Isn't that weird? Christmas has literally nothing to do with Christ's birthday.
Yeah, because it wasn't Christ's birthday.
It wasn't his birthday.
It was literally so the Roman Empire would stay together.
But we all do it. We say happy birthday, baby Jesus on
Sweet,
Christmas.
dear baby Jesus.
He doesn't have to be a baby all the time.
I like to think of him as a baby. Red Fox Mad with $4.99 says gun confiscation 2005 Hurricane Katrina. See, I knew they were up to some shit.
Yeah, I don't even want to click on that because that feels...
Well, we have like 5 minutes before we got to start rattling cans. $75 away from hammering out today's goal. Oh my God. Anonymous, no plate. $40 coming in. Thank you very much. That puts us at $35, guys. No plate.
Nice. Thanks,
no
guys.
plate, $35 away. Let's do this thing. I love the anonymous ones.
I do too.
The anonymous ones keep us alive.
They're fun and mysterious.
And everybody thinks it's me, so I get to play that little game too.
Aaron may or may not be the 1 minute man.
I'm just, well, I am, but it has nothing to do with the donations and the contributions.
No.
That's nothing. All right, you guys. Anonymous took care of 40. You guys take care of 35.
Thank you.
Let's get after it this evening. So that means no plate. We live and die on that 35 over the next 40 minutes. That sounds good.
They'll do it.
You guys are going to do it. You know what? May sound silly. You may not have heard many people say this to you in the past, but God damn it, I believe in you. Now, don't make me look like an asshole. All right. I was jealous of the 2 Jewish kids I knew in elementary school, says SH. They got Christmas and Easter vacation and excused absences for all the Jewish holidays, too. Oh, that's
Dude.
another reason you can't complain if you're Muslim or Jewish. You get extra days off that the Christian kids don't get.
And don't they have a holiday that like goes like Hanukkah? Like doesn't that go for weeks?
8 nights.
Oh, it's 8 nights.
8 nights.
I don't know much about the Jews.
Stick with me, babe. Stick with me.
Why do you know?
Because
Aaron.
Because for years I've just been keeping an eye on them, you know? Just watching, studying their ways.
For a plan
Yeah.
or
Every time they catch me, they always just passive-aggressively guilt me. Just really makes me feel shitty. It's odd how they can do it. It's like a superpower.
I don't understand though. Why would you be watching them?
I just, sometimes you just need to keep an eyeball on people. Make sure they're on the straight and narrow, That's all. All right, Zen Rhino's right. We'll move on.
Okay.
Conor McGregor is seriously considering running for president of Ireland. And I love this. Anything that keeps him out of an octagon or a ring.
Let it happen, I think.
Yeah,
right?
let him go. I mean, he's hot right now in Ireland because he was speaking out on behalf of the Irish against immigrants and whatnot.
An Iranian stabbed a couple people, right?
Iranian, Algerian, something like that. Yeah, you could be right.
Did I fuck that up?
No, I'm saying I can't remember which one it was.
I just had a moment where I think I was thinking Algerian, but I still said it wrong. I did. It's not what I said. I don't want to say it again. I didn't say a word. I made something up in my head and it came out.
No, you said Iranian.
I'm thinking Armenian, but I said, do you see what I'm doing here?
No, I think he was Algerian.
It came out a lot of different ways wrong than it was supposed to.
You didn't have to say that. You could have just said Iranian.
But it fucked me up, so I had to get it out there.
Fair enough. Algerian, that's what it was. Okay.
Wow, we're all wrong.
We're all just
I'm really sorry.
a bunch of fucking morons.
There's too many countries.
There really are.
Make them one country. With one leader.
A lot of these Latino countries, we can just make them one. I mean, there's too many of them, and none of them really produce. So, gang up. Gang. Like, why does Belize and Honduras, and why do all those Yucatan Peninsula countries get to be countries? Like Guatemala and Belize? Like, make them Mexico.
Okay.
Give that shit to Mexico.
And
More
then
tourism dollars.
Africa can just be one person, right? Like
One person?
they can they can all be one collective country, like Australia.
Can I give you a little tip here, a little hint? We tried this back in like the 16 and 1700s, and they all just slaughtered the fuck out of each other because all of us white people didn't know that they had cultures within the cultures, and a lot of those cultures wanted to eliminate the other cultures.
Oh, thanks. You know
yeah.
what? I couldn't remember that for the life of me.
Yeah, we couldn't.
Damn it.
We can't do that. We gotta. As the Offspring once said, we've got to keep them separated.
If we were to make Africa one country, so it's
Yeah.
like a continent country.
Nigeria.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, who's the face of Africa?
Nigeria is the face of Africa, always and forever. Like, if you made me pick, let's search. Who do you think the superpower of Africa is? Do you think they count Egypt as, they count that as the Middle East? So who's the superpower of Africa?
They count that as the Middle East, but no,
Yeah.
Africa is just a fucking continent, dude. If they're part of the continent, it's in there.
Who's the superpower of Africa? I'm Googling superpower of Africa. What if they say really dark skin? And it's like, no, I didn't mean like what's their superpower? Skin absorbance.
I'm trying to think too logically right now. It wouldn't be South Africa right now.
It could be South Africa.
Okay.
That could be it. Let's see. I would say Nigeria. They do say, okay, Egypt, South Africa, Morocco, Mauritius. The fuck?
Kind of a sexy name,
What a
Mauritius.
stupid list.
What a stupid name.
Nigeria would fuck them up. Where is Nigeria in this? They're not even in the
even
top
on
10.
there. You've got Ghana on there before you have Nigeria. You know why? Because Nigerians are a bunch of phone scammers, allegedly.
I guess they don't count phone scam as an economic contributor.
They have Algeria.
I had an Algeria eater in my fish tank once. Really kept the thing clean. You got to keep that Algeria out of your pool. Egypt is number 1. I love it when you look at the global rank of the African superpowers. Egypt, number 1. Global rank, 38. That's kind of like being in like the Midwestern Athletic Conference in
Right.
college basketball. It's like,
weird.
hey, we won the MWAC. It's like, congratulations, you're a 15 seed in the tournament.
The MWAC.
South Africa, number 2, is the 40th ranked global country.
I was close, though, right?
You were.
That's pretty good.
I was nowhere to be found on this list. Morocco, number 55 overall, but 3rd in Africa. Oh, this
Weird.
really is like looking at Division 1 AA schools in the college football rankings. Christ.
Okay, so if we search for, like, the world's powerhouse, is that us?
It's still us, yeah.
Is it?
Actually, by a
Yeah,
long shot.
Okay.
Like, if you go by economy, U.S. GDP, 23.3 trillion. China's still at 17.73 trillion. So, like, our economy is still sizably larger. It's 1/3 larger
But
than
they are in
China's.
second, though.
Yeah, Japan's in 3rd. That's what this says. That's a big gap
That's a
between.
huge gap.
There's no way. Nations ranked by GDP. U.S., China, Germany.
Germany.
Okay.
Whoa.
This one has us at 26 trillion. All right, who's lying? 26 trillion. China
Probably
at
us.
Well, here's what fucks China over. Like, their economy has completely stagnated since COVID. They thought they would slow everybody down, but they really fucked themselves over too. About 27 trillion is our GDP, and China's is 17 trillion. Germany is next at 4.4, and then Japan at 4.2. So there's really only there's one superpower and there's one emerging power, and then everyone else is kind of mid.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone else is really either a client state of the United States or China. We're kind of heading back to that Cold War type of shit.
I don't know how
Sorry.
to feel about any of it.
Protect Taiwan, I
I
guess.
guess.
Helgi with $10 says McGregor wouldn't stand a chance in an Oval Office. Not enough corners.
I see what he did there.
I see what you did there. $30 away from hammering out tonight's goal. If you want to contribute, looks like
Thank
we're gonna stave off this offering plate one more time. Hopefully, if we can do it tomorrow, we go into vacation free of the offering plate, which is meaning
That would be nice.
Meaning 2 weeks in a row. No plate. And when it's gone for 2 weeks, it feels like it's not part of the show anymore.
You know what's really strange is like coming back to a show after a vacation. Like, I feel like taking that many days off in a row is strange. These don't sound the same anymore. Like, when
That's
you throw
true.
this on, it feels very foreign.
SH says, for a while still, China and Russia get together and they will take over African resources and kick our butts. I'm just making this up. I don't really know. Actually, it's funny that you say you're just making that up. That is what they're doing. China's trying to buy up resources in Africa. They're actually trying to make these African countries sign these giant contracts to take out these loans from China so that they can they can drill their oil and extract their valuable minerals and metals. And then what China does is they put such insane rules on these loans and then say, well, as collateral, instead of paying us the debt back, if you can't pay it back, you just give us the oil wells you drilled and give us like your airports. And China's like colonizing countries economically. It's really brilliant.
Well, and they're setting up camp here too.
Oh yeah, we have a story from I think it's tomorrow. There's a story of like a bunch of well-dressed Chinese 20-somethings with like what do you call it? Name brand, luxury brand luggage, luxury brand luggage walking across the border. And they're just
walking.
And they look like professionals.
So
they're probably there to buy real estate.
Right. They're businessmen.
More than likely. But yeah, if you look at, actually, I got to give credit where credit is due. Corey taught me about this. China African airport. They seized somebody's airport.
Ugandan.
They grabbed Uganda's only international airport because the African country failed to service. Now, China denies this, but it's horseshit. Uganda's sole international airport, if the East African country fails to service a $200 million loan for the expansion of the facility. Now, see, China's coming in and they're like slow economically colonizing these countries. If I'm the United States, like, fuck Ukraine, fuck Israel, fuck all this stuff. I take the $200 million, I give it to Uganda so I can keep China the fuck out of there.
I think so.
And I can go, here, pay your debt.
I think you're probably always better off when China stays out.
Yes.
But it seems like they're persistent.
China, this is from 2021. Let's see if they've done anything with that. Nguru General Hospital, also known as China-Uganda Friendship Hospital. Okay, so China has a hospital in Uganda.
Why?
Because, again, they're slowly colonizing the country. China's hospital in Uganda is very popular. Yeah, so they go to these shitholes where nobody's ever had decent medicine, and they give them halfway decent medicine, and then the people obviously love them.
I challenge you to Somalia.
Yeah, you guys see what you can do with Somalia. There.
You know what I mean? Like, there should be like challenges thrown at China. Like, all right, do this next.
Yeah, you want to be the superpower? Get ready. Start a war between two countries without actually sending your troops.
It's like somebody just looks at him bet. You know,
yeah.
You won't do this one.
You want to run the superpower gauntlet? This is what we had to do when we took it from the UK.
What is like the worst place to set some shit up?
Somalia. Somalia is probably the worst.
Go colonize Sentinel Island. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, China could do that in a day. Are you kidding?
Nah, they'll eat their missiles.
They would fucking bring in like 4 tanks and just run everybody over. And they go,
you know,
all right, use their bones and their blood to build a road.
Whoa.
They do not fuck around.
Do you somehow feel bad for the people of Sentinel Island? Because they like don't know anything modern at all. And they kind of live in fear of everything else.
Ignorance is bliss. Oh, they don't live in fear. They just fucking kill everything that steps on their shore.
Yeah, but you can't like butt fuck a missile.
No, you can't. And they probably don't know what missiles are.
That's kind of weird to
Isn't
consider,
that fucked up?
Though.
They don't know what anything is outside of that
island.
island.
They probably don't know what like a pen is or a fork.
No.
Or glasses.
Or language beyond grunts. They're pretty much cavemen.
Wow. What do they speak like? And how do you learn what that means?
I don't know. Have we ever gotten a recording?
I don't know.
Recorded Sentinel Island. Private Paradise documentary.
Do you want to know something? Every single video, like that first one, kind of looks just like a racist cartoon or something.
They all kind of look like the bone in the nose cartoons, and you're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, right. I feel guilty watching it somehow.
This documentary's in blackface, and they're like, no, that's just what the people of Sentinel Island look like. And it's like, well, why am I in trouble?
You're trying to defend yourself from something that didn't happen.
Nana's Clam says, you can't, like, butt fuck a missile. Speak for yourself, young lady.
Where's the port? I don't know.
Nebo says, probably talk like Starvin' Marvin from South Park. Michael B says they are pretty good with a bow. Ask the Bible salesman. No shit.
The Bible salesman.
Didn't they light a guy up with like 16 arrows?
I don't know.
That just
Why
basically
did somebody go there?
because he was going to turn them to Christ.
You can't speak their language. They don't see you as Christ giving.
So they basically Leonidas him, where Leonidas sees all the arrows and they just go and fuck him up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened to the priest.
Well, I mean, what? what
Yeah, go ahead.
a terrifying way to die, right?
It wouldn't be a fun way to die, that's for certain.
I don't condone going to Sentinel Island. I don't condone going to most places in the rainforest. Like, just leave it alone.
I really don't recommend going anywhere really near the equator or south of it.
I don't condone being in the ocean. Like,
You know what,
basically
guys?
anywhere but right.
Fuck it, don't leave America. There's no reason.
There are some dark corners in this country too.
Yeah, that's
I feel like we're about to go to a city with many of them.
a couple. $30 away from tonight, guys. Enough struggling, enough wriggling. We got 25 minutes left in tonight's show. Finish off that $30. Work together. Trust that the person next to you is going to throw in a couple of bucks. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Rumble, Super Chats, memberships, etc. Knock this thing out. Mr. Nobody says, weren't you going to show us your box in overtime? Well, look, we're doing overtime on credit right now. We got to actually knock out the actual goal to open up that package at the end of the show here.
I didn't agree to show a box.
Not your box.
Oh.
The box.
See, now my box got shy for a second. I was like, I didn't remember.
Does it like pucker in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's hard to describe it. Like when you're afraid and it gets shy, it feels like it like
it's sucking in.
Like
Sure. You have a fearful vagina. So anyway, after all of that conversation, Conor McGregor wants to run for president in Ireland. And I guess now would be the time, right? Because
strike while the iron is hot.
yeah, everybody's talking about him after, him being a man of the people on this immigration thing. Oh my God, they will investigate him. They will sandbag him because he's pretty based on that immigration stuff. And a lot of people in Ireland are not cool with that shit at the moment.
He's pretty based, but he's also kind of popular too.
That's what I mean.
So
They like him down there, boy.
But does he become Ireland's Donald Trump, the non-politician?
Yeah, I don't think he'll be, because he's not that like smart and well-spoken. He is a big dumb jock after all.
He is indeed a very profitable businessman, though.
Well, yeah, and then again, Donald Trump isn't like the best-spoken guy in the world either. He's like, look, he looks like an asshole. Fuck him. He's a piece of shit.
Oh, see, Aristocox says nobody wants to see April's box. Thank you. It can come back out now.
I'm going to look at April's box intently. Captain Caution with $5 says, good show like always. Thank you, buddy. 25 away. See, everybody do what Captain Caution did. We'll nail this thing in no time, you lovely buggers, you.
Oh, buggers.
Buggers, yes. So, yeah, Conor McGregor, fuck it. Like, there's so many things now that, like, my attitude towards it is just, fuck it, give it a shot.
That's kind of where I've been. I think it's since, like, 2020 when, like, COVID struck and everything. Okay, guys. Like, it just kind of feels like fuck everyone and fuck everything. Fuck it.
Yeah, give it a shot. That's my answer to everything. Hey, so-and-so wants to run for president. Fuck it, give it a shot.
Yeah.
See what he can do.
I kind of felt that way in 2016 when I voted for Trump. I'm like, look, all these people seem remarkably evil. Why don't we try something new? That was kind of my way of thinking. I'm like, let's do a new thing here.
Yeah. Let's see what happens when I press this button.
What does this button do?
Right. Oh my God, it actually does some pretty cool shit. I didn't see that coming.
It actually blew up a house in Arlington, Virginia.
Oh no. That was the get the guy giving problems to the feds button. Shit. Do you remember the controversy that actually kind of made Shane Gillis famous? He was selected to be part of the cast of SNL about 5 years ago.
No.
And what happened was, it was the same year that they had hired Bowen Yang, who was the first Asian comedian ever selected to be part of the cast of SNL. Well, some of the cast members of SNL and some bloggers went through some of Shane Gillis's podcasts, and they found him using the C word for Asian people. And they said, oh, are you going to let this dirty Asian hater join SNL when you have the first Asian comedian. And instead of the two comedians getting together and talking to each other
Right.
about it and proving that everyone's fine and this isn't a big deal, it's just a comedian being funny, they raised a bunch of stink, and SNL went, oh, we'll get rid of him. We'll get rid of Shane Gillis. Now, luckily for Shane, it made him like an anti-hero, and he became bigger than ever.
Yeah. Do people realize that that's what you do when you like get mad on behalf of somebody else against somebody?
You just make him a bigger
You
deal.
just make them like you put them on a pedestal. They're higher up now.
Red Fox Mad with $4.99 says, has April ever been to the North Shore, Boundary Water Canoe area, and the Superior National Forest?
Shockingly, no.
Wow.
I was supposed to go to the Boundary Waters once, and it was foiled.
I have been.
Well, isn't that a turning of the tables?
I have been to the Boundary Waters, and may I say,
feel so old.
Hey, let me say something. Bored out of my fucking skull.
No, no, you don't get no. I didn't go there because I didn't not go there because I didn't want to. You don't get bored there.
I was a teenager, and my buddy and his dad, we all went canoeing, naturally, and we had to like do the portage shit where you carry the fucking canoe, and I was
Sounds
like,
hot.
this is fucking gay.
Who was it?
You don't know him. It was my friend Jake and his dad, his daddy. He was a big canoeist,
Canoe?
homosexual, and we would no, he's a lovely man.
Wait a minute.
And we would just canoe. Yeah, that's what this is. I was about to do a canoe motion.
Show us the moves.
Well, if you're in the back, sometimes you got a rudder. You know, the guy in the front will yell out, rudder left. And, you'll do the whole thing and you'll.
I don't like code words for something I'm doing.
Oh, all right. Well,
Actually.
how do you communicate to the people you're going with? You just go, there, go that way.
I don't know.
All right.
Maybe I'm for traveling alone.
Checking. Oh, by the way, Red Fox Mad put us $20 away from KOing tonight's goal, and we've got 20 minutes to do it. We're making it there slow, but we're gonna make it there. Let's finish her up, boys and girls. Be one of the people who finish it up. You don't have to do the whole thing by yourself, but be one of the people that finishes that thing up. 20. We're getting there tonight, but we're crawling there.
Try it out. It feels good.
So the reason I bring up Shane Gillis and him not getting Saturday Night Live because of this Bo and Yang and the Asian stuff.
Okay.
Bo and Yang, fucking modern day comics are tragic and awful. And they're not only unfunny, but they're all just broken to boot. And like people in New York in general, in LA, wherever, I don't know where Bo and Yang comes from, but just broken human beings who, they're not funny and they're just sad and they're too into themselves and they're too self-centered. I think that's where most of this mental health shit comes from.
Okay.
Is from people just being too big of narcissists and too into themselves, and they worry too much about everything and how it makes them look and how they're perceived and where it puts them status-wise, and they break themselves. They drive themselves nuts. I don't think they have a chemical imbalance. I don't think they have a mental illness. I think they're all just fucking narcissistic retards who get caught up in the rat race and break themselves.
Thinking too much.
Thinking too much.
There is such a thing, in my opinion, as thinking too much. Have you ever made your day worse by thinking too much?
I have no idea what you're talking about in the last 24 hours.
All right. I'm sitting here like, oh, wait.
Maybe a little.
Oh, yeah, that checks out.
I might know a little bit about that.
Last night was fun.
It's great. Last night was fantastic. Not for me.
Not for me.
But look, this Bo and Yang now has apparently walked away from SNL. He's taking a break. He's taking a mental health break after bad bouts of depersonalization.
I don't even know. I could take a stab at like what that means.
Yeah.
But like, I've never had like something, I've got to take a personal day. I've been depersonalized.
But this is something women do. So
I
to
don't
see
get
a
it.
guy do this, like to see such a low testosterone guy pull this shit,
It is low T.
it's embarrassing. It's like, then you know what? You're not cut out for Saturday Night Live. I don't like these people who want to be like, I need a break from mental health. Well, you can't come back then. I'm sorry. Because you can't be a mental health person and then work on a show where you've got like 5 days to fucking write sketches, rehearse them, memorize them, get them ready.
Mm-hmm.
That's a high pressure job. And if you've got serious mental health problems where you can't even, I don't think SNL should be giving this guy time off. I think what they ought to do is say, hey, man, well, clearly this isn't for you then.
I have a question. Do you, and I could see both sides of this. Do you think that these people get hired to something like SNL with the mental problems, or do they develop as you've been there?
No, they're broken lefty comics who are obsessed with their mental health and all this. They self-reflect until they go retarded. Like Nebo says, there's a fine line between being aware of your problems and obsessing over them.
Right.
Like, you know, a mentally ill person when they keep telling you what their problems are, and then 2 months later, they're still telling you about the same problems. It's like, did you work on these at all? And they're like, no, but I worried about them a lot.
Yeah, I always do feel like it is bad if you keep bringing up something old, right?
Right. And then if you don't do anything to work on them, well, that's really fucked up. By the way, Matt Van Meter knocking out today's goal. Holy shit, buddy. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's another 25. So that means we are 5 into tomorrow morning, which is going to be a full one, but it's also our last one of the week. Rumble Friday, Thursday is coming up on Thursday. So we've got one last goal left. The people getting memberships: George Coquinos, Ciro Nunziata Extras, Stuttering John's Fingernails, Paul Barthel, Larry Lee, Aaron Gwenap, Timothy Gay, B. Smiley III, LOS, and Dorothy DePompa.
Nice.
All getting memberships. All right, April, that means you've got to go get that package. And
Oh, right now? I thought we were doing it in the morning.
no, we're going to do. No, we said if they knocked it out, we would do it tonight.
All right. Then I got to go out in the cold.
So, yeah, I mean, looking at this is kind of like justice, in my opinion, for Saturday Night Live being, like, I don't know, cunty, I guess the word would be, to Shane Gillis. And you watch now, Shane Gillis has probably made millions of dollars. I don't think I'm exaggerating. I think Gillis has probably made himself a millionaire over this Saturday Night Live thing. And the guy they basically chose instead of him, like they chose to acquiesce to the mob to protect Bowen Yang's what we're finding out now are very fragile feelings. And boy, did they choose wrong, because Shane Gillis has become huge huge in a corner of the internet. I get that he's not a household name. Like, if someone's on Saturday Night Live, they might be more well-known generally to more people than Shane Gillis, but Shane Gillis has monetized a smaller, more loyal fan base, if you will. Like, Bowen Yang doesn't have a big fan base. He has people who knows who he is because he's on Saturday Night Live, whereas Shane Gillis has a smaller amount of people who see him on a regular basis, but they're fans of him and what he does, not just some show that he's on. So while I'm sure Shane Gillis is a good guy and he doesn't wish anything bad on Bowen Yang, and he doesn't hope that he does poorly or anything like that, I'm sure there should be a part of him that goes, oh, these Saturday Night Live fuckers absolutely have gotten what they deserve. Aristocox says Shane has the biggest podcast on Patreon. How many patrons does Shane? Wait, Shane has more than I thought Tim Dillon was the biggest guy on Patreon. Okay, but even then, Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast has 68,000 patrons. That's awesome, and you're going to make, I don't know what, $500,000 a month doing that? But at the same time, you see what I mean, though? That's the crazy thing about the internet, is you can have a very small audience compared to, like, television or Netflix or, you know, anything that's on cable, which is still far bigger than anything on the internet. But at the same time, it's all yours. You monetize the whole thing. You're not working for a studio or a company. So while Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast only has 68,000 patrons versus Saturday Night Live, which is watched by millions of people every week and millions more on YouTube, Matt, like, Bowen Yang doesn't get a cut of the action.
No. How is SNL doing numbers-wise lately? Do people still watch quite a bit? I haven't watched it in so long.
I'm sure it still just has that audience that turns it on out of habit. And there's also people who like that kind of comedy, unfortunately, and
That's the unfortunate part.
they'll watch it. Yeah. They're saying Tim Dillon is bigger. Okay, yeah. How many does, well, I mean, physically, how many patrons does Tim Dillon have? With over 551,000 subscribers on YouTube, 34,000 patrons on Patreon. Dillon has created a dedicated following. Well, shit.
That's pretty impressive.
But he only has half of what Shane Gillis has, so Shane Gillis has blown past him.
I wish I knew more about Shane Gillis. That's one of those names you hear people talk about, and you're like, I feel like I'm missing something, like I've been left out.
But it's also
You know?
one of the things that I kind of, coming from radio and doing internet, I feel I have a special perspective that a lot of people on the internet don't have. Because a lot of people on the internet think, oh, all of this traditional media is dead. It's dead and the internet rules. Not even close, because if you look at the numbers, the thing that tricks people about the internet is people can get wealthy on the internet with a smaller amount of people than you can, but the bigger audiences are still on traditional media.
Yeah, but I guess at the end of the day, which one pays the bills quicker, I guess? I don't know. Doesn't money talk?
I would say the star of the biggest TV show on television makes a shitload more than Shane Gillis does.
You're probably right.
What's the highest rated show on TV?
Please don't be Big Bang Theory.
Lawmen Boss
Sorry.
Reeves? What the fuck? Which TV show has the
know.
highest ratings? Sunday Night Football.
Okay.
If we look at, is that Joe Buck and Troy Aikman?
Yeah.
Okay, Joe
Yeah,
Buck,
it is.
annual salary. I bet she makes far more.
I don't like Joe Buck. very much.
$12.5 million a
Come
year.
on, man.
So Joe Buck
I'm
makes
not-
$12.5 million a year, which is probably at least, if Shane Gillis is making $500,000 a month, and that's just his show, that's not him. Then even if Shane Gillis takes every dime from that, he makes half of what Joe Buck makes. So yeah, the biggest personality on the highest rated TV show still makes twice as much as what the biggest guy on Patreon makes.
That's kind of crazy.
Nebo says podcasts in general are kind of dying. That's just it. Like, there was that time where podcasts went, oh yeah, we're killing traditional media. But here's what happened to podcasts. They got oversaturated.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got one, especially
COVID.
during the pandemic. And you now start to see the gap in quality between like a professionally studio produced product and just, people like us who are doing a podcast in their basement, doing a show there.
I had to laugh a little bit. You know that Lady Ballers thing from the Daily Wire?
Yeah.
And how the majority of people are like, oh, that looks awful. And like you even said, oh, that kind of looks like somebody just took out their phone and filmed it.
Right.
Listening to Kumia and Gavin McInnes talk about it, they're like, oh, that looks professionally made.
Well, no, it
They're
looks
like,
professionally
"Oh."
made, but it looks professionally
I
made in the same
know.
way that like those low-budget sci-fi movies
Yeah.
look professionally made,
Like Sharknado.
Yeah. Like you can tell there was some kind of like studio presence in there, but not,
Not enough.
if you go watch Napoleon. I mean,
Didn't you say that had bad ratings?
yeah, apparently people did not like Napoleon. If we go Napoleon.
This is becoming your Barbie. You said
I
you would
know.
go see it right away, and now we're not seeing it.
Well, people have said things about it, and now I'm like, well, now I don't know if I want to go.
And you know what's funny about Barbie? I can watch it from home anytime I want, like
Right.
for a
And
long
you still
time now.
haven't?
I still won't do it.
Look at this. Take a look. Napoleon, 59% critics, 58% audience.
Yeah,
That's-
but they could be wrong.
That's what I've heard from a lot of people, though,
Uh,
is that it's meh.
You know what I feel, though? I feel like you can't trust reviews of anything because everyone's like politically motivated.
Well, that and how many Ridley Scott movies that people say are shit do I absolutely love?
Exactly.
Kingdom
Isn't
of Heaven,
yeah.
Robin Hood,
What else does he make?
well, Gladiator,
Gladiator.
I think Master and Commander, I think.
That doesn't sound like a movie.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, it is with Russell Crowe. It's
Master
actually
and Commander.
from Master and Commander, the Far Side of the World, or whatever the fuck it's called. But at any rate, it's supposed to be a really good movie. I've just never seen
I
it.
heard he also did Gay Ends from Outer Space.
He did do Gay Ends from Outer Space as well, and Dinosaur Planet, or Planet of the Dinosaurs, whichever one
He
it
also created Rubber.
is. Yeah, it's Rubber and Teeth, and also
Zombievers.
Chompy and the Girls.
Ugh, I can't watch that for some reason. I don't like the visual of the guy's mouth opening and like a thing going in it. I don't know.
By the way, MSO, we already knocked out the goal. It's already done. We're $5 into tomorrow.
Why are you? You
Very
can
good.
you can take a break tonight, MSO.
Yeah, you might win tomorrow. Tomorrow's your last chance. I mean, technically, we have a goal on Rumble Friday, Thursdays, but it gets handled, so we don't really talk
Are we
about
calling it that? Rumble Friday, Thursday instead of just Rumble Thursday?
it. Rumble Friday, Thursday.
With Ethan Ralph.
With Ethan Ralph at 10 o'clock for overtime.
Stop flipping this over. You got to remember.
The Ralpha mail,
Yeah.
as it were. Taste Fairy says, you got wrecked, MSO. Not really. It was kind of a whale night. We had like 4 whales kind of. Well, no, we had probably 6 or 7 people also chip in a little bit too. So no, it was.
What is?
It was punctuated by whales and chipped in by others.
What's a gathering of whales called?
A pod.
We had a pod of whales.
We had a pod of whales today. Isn't that all those podcasts, though, in like that podcast verse? It's all just kind of whales coming in. And...
Yeah. They really like a show, and they're like, oh, I want to throw them money.
Oh, somebody sent us more steel toe hats. Oh, it's another Loaf Piggy hat.
That one's black.
No, this is the same Loaf Piggy hat.
No, stupid. This part's black. Yours is brown.
Oh, mine's brown. This one's black. Ooh, now I have both the Loaf Piggy hats. Does it say who it came from? Oh, man.
No, it just comes from the Streamlabs place.
Who sent me my Loaf Piggy hat? Thank you very much for a black net.
It's the same loaf and
Loaf
everything?
Piggy. Yeah, same loaf. God, that's a cute fucking little piggy.
Can I see it?
Look at that. Cute little fucking piggy sitting on top there.
That is some white bread. There's some white ass bread.
Mr. Nobody, who chipped in today, says hosted by a whale as well. You see.
I thought you were piggy.
Dude, I'm so down in weight. This whole drinking water, a shit ton of water and melting thing is working out great.
I feel like only 3 million people, including myself, have told you that.
Oh, man. I did have burger time today. I went and had burger time, and I was terrified, but I've been peeing so much lately. I stepped on the scale after eating burger time.
Yeah.
And I was the same weight as what I woke up as.
What did I weigh this morning? I think I weighed 122.
Fat whore. All right, go ahead.
I have nothing more to say.
I'm really sorry. No, finish your thought,
I
please.
don't
Please.
have any thoughts. I'm just a fat whore.
Please. You have to admit, just saying to a woman on a podcast, fat whore.
That's
will
actually
always be funny.
That's why I'm wearing my lumberjack coat. I'm a fat whore. See, I'm trying to hide the fat.
Because of your fat whoreness?
Yeah.
That's why?
I'm covered up, so clearly not whore.
Sorry about that. No, go ahead. You were saying.
I don't remember.
I'm trying to check my Twitter notifications, so I want you to
Well,
keep
why don't
going.
you do it live? Why don't you list off all of them? To Chrissy Mayer, this is my new ringtone.
Oh, Chrissy Mayer has a new ringtone. What's her new ringtone?
Ass cock shit piss fuck. Cock-sucking cunt bullshit. Fuck. Fucking cock-sucking cunt fuck tire.
Oh, no.
God, am I pissed.
I didn't think of that.
Yeah. Fucking faggot retards. Didn't I change a tire? I know how to change a fucking tire, you cunt. I can't take a tire. I can change a fucking tire, retard. And then I beat your mother to death with the tire
Show
iron every
them.
time I'm done. Sorry.
And then I fuck her with it. I sodomize your mother with a fucking tire iron.
Faggot retards. No, don't clip me.
Oh, that's
No.
Chrissy's new ringtone.
We don't clip me. Right?
No, that's everybody's fair game.
No.
Everybody's fair
Just a
game.
lowly. I did my first time hosting yesterday.
Oh, shit.
Did you even publicly thank me?
Yeah, I thanked you at the end of yesterday's show. Oh, Gino writes, man, do I miss these two.
Oh,
Because of my rant.
thanks, Gene.
Because of my rant.
I want to hear it one more time, kind of. It's less scary after the fact.
Remarkably unremarkable. Well, I'm responding to something. And incredibly boring and hard to listen to.
Unfunny.
Gay voice.
Laughs at himself too much.
And unfunny. Giggles like a girl. Hold on.
Like schoolgirl.
At himself when he's insecure that he isn't being actually funny.
Uses devices to wipe.
I could go on, but I have a character limit. Oh, and he wipes with a stick.
Doesn't he wear flat bills? He wears flat bills.
He wears flat bills. Gay. Well,
Gaia.
Gaia. Okay. And then I want to put an emoji with it. Hold on a second.
Do the nail painting one.
No, I want to do a blowing a kiss. Or
No,
a
that
wink.
one's.
Well, winky face or blowing a kiss? All right, fine, April. What do you want? You look depressed.
I think you definitely always know better than I do.
I just like winky face. It's shitty.
Well, then use the winky face, you cunt.
I meant it as winky face. That's all. Okie dokie, guys. Where are we at here? 3 minutes left? Oh,
Hell.
shit.
Knock out tomorrow's goal real quick.
Yeah, just throw $300 in there. We'll be good.
All right.
Scooby Jooby Jew says, I almost got a sexual harassment lawsuit against me for calling a skinny girl a fat whore at once at work. Yeah, you can't call women fat whores at a professional workplace.
So I have a case. Let me just lawyer up real quick.
Yeah, well, no.
What could I ever do? There's nothing I could do.
I look, I can call you a fat whore because I'm your husband.
Not at work, we're not. You're
No.
my boss here.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I've got an argument.
But my counter argument would be it's a performance. So it's like being, if I'm on a
God,
stage.
you are shifty.
Like you have to go to those classes when you start a corporation. And
I wish I'd known.
Yeah, well, I mean, I tried to get you to go to the meetings, but you called them heeb nonsense. And I was like, holy shit, April, you can't say that. That's a slur.
The meetings were too campy for me.
Thank you, Soviet Skunk. He says, I'm back on the steel toe tonight. Everything else sucks. I mean, I'll appreciate it.
Wait, who said that?
Thank you, Soviet Skunk.
Soviet Skunk?
We're the best of the lousiest,
Thank you.
I suppose.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take faint praise from Soviet Skunk. Sorry, we're wrapping up, though. I know everybody else is terrible, but we're bad at the end, too. The last couple minutes of any podcast are dog shit because everyone's kind of looking at the clock going, I think we're done here.
Kyle meant to say sue, but he says sew him for what? An SUV with 3 tires?
I'm not even going to make fun of you for fucking up the sue and sew thing because the line itself was very funny.
It was great work, Kyle. More of that, please.
Kip Smith says, Bore and the Whore Morning Show. See, we've already got...
Oh, I get it. Bore, not as in you're boring, but like a bore.
No, his
B-O-A-R.
is on board. No, his is
No,
on...
he just spelled it wrong.
Oh, it was B-O-A-R. Bore and the Whore because I'm big and fat.
You're boorish.
All right. No,
Just
boorish
kidding.
is different.
I know.
Okay. You're
God, you
switching
get a
it
new
up on me.
haircut and you're just cunty.
It's my cunty haircut. I can't help it. I'm an 8 now.
Watch out, ladies. He's coming for you.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, but I do. Oh, I know you.
All right.
You're going to be saying that to your guy friends, actually.
Guys, thank you very much. It's been an awesome show. April, thanks for coming out. Thanks for doing the show with
You're
me.
welcome for me coming out.
Yes. And I tell you what, tomorrow morning is going to be a great show. You're going to love it. Look, Rumble Friday, Thursday is going to be insane. But tomorrow is going to be very funny. I can promise you that. We'll be here bright and early at 6 a.m. Central. Hit subscribe. Hit like. Thank you for all your support and keeping this show going. We appreciate it. Talk to you very, very soon. Bye, everybody.